Hello, hello, hello. This thing don't steal. How y'all doing? Hope y'all are having a beautiful, beautiful evening, beautiful night, morning, wherever you at. I hope it's great. Listen, man, I want to talk about some stuff real quick. I want to talk about some stuff real quick, and I want to talk about some stuff that we all need to hear. Let me fix this camera. I think it's some reason I don't think it's. Let me see here. Make sure it's good. Ah, I don't know how it is. I feel like I'm leaning to the side or something. Hold on. Ah, oh well. So greetings. Happy happy whatever today is. Happy day and happy weekend and whatever. Happy Monday. I want to talk about some stuff, man. Um Give me a second. Let me wait for a second. Hey Ezzy, how you doing? How you doing? Mia, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How y'all doing? Good. Happy Monday. I think yeah, Monday. Hey, make sure can you all hear me? Make sure y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me? Hey Sharon, how you doing? Love your channel. Thank you, Mia. Thank you. Is it Maya or Mia? I appreciate it. Hey, the thing that I wanted to talk about, I didn't want to stay on here long, but I want to talk about first, let whatever hurts, let it hurt. Because I think a lot of us are going through some type of issues or situations or relationship issues and pain. A lot of us are going through so much. A lot of us are struggling and a lot of us are experiencing. And sometimes, it's a self-induced suffering where we think that we can't help the feeling or we can't help our situations or we can't love ourselves and we can't love anything else. You know? What's up, Ryan? A lot of us, hey, Sage, how you doing, man? A lot of us are experiencing these things and many of us are defeated. We feel defeated. We sound defeated. We experience defeat. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Kathy. And, I think a lot of us need that the realization that we don't have to go through all those pain. We don't have to go through all that struggling. Hey, what's up, Boogie? Hey, Black Butterfly. Um, but we don't have to listen. We don't have to feel. We don't have to experience that much suffering. I think we experience suffering so much in our lives that we don't even realize that we are doing too much. I think. I think you know. I think many of us are experiencing too much suffering. The truth is, anytime you separate from someone, it's gonna hurt, and it's supposed to hurt. It's supposed to hurt. It's supposed to feel pain. It's supposed to wake your ass up. It's supposed to experience something is missing. Our spirit is going to change. You know what I mean? Our spirits are going to change. Our body is going to change. Our minds are going to change because our experience has changed. And anytime we change our experience, we must experience. We can't go back to how we used to be. We really can't. With more knowledge, we cannot go back to the person that we used to be. And I think many of us, we are trying to go back in the situation. If things was better, if things was different, I wish things was different. You can't go back. I don't care what you do. I don't care. You cannot go back because even if you could go back, you will not fit there anymore because your growth has changed. Your experience have changed. Your wisdom has changed. Your awareness have changed. Many of us need to understand that this is just what it is. And I think when we understand this is what it is, we learn how to move forward. Many of us don't want to move forward. Many of us refuse to move forward because we think that we are missing something or we are missing someone. The truth is, you're not missing anything. You got exactly what it was that you needed to get. You're not missing anyone or anything. You was put here by yourself for a reason. And many of this time we need to experience this lesson because we need to grow. We need to evolve. We need to know what we just experienced. And this is why we are self-evolved. We have to be self-evolved. We are self-evolved as humans. We attract exactly what we need so we can move to the next level. And sometimes to move to the next level is because there's pain in the last level. Many of us, our issue is many of us are using the same old emotions. Many of us are using the same old emotions that we experienced in our past 20 years now. And we can't use it now because now it doesn't work anymore. That sadness ain't working no more. It's not helping you, is it? Feeling lonely ain't helping you anymore. Hey, Miss Whitney. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Carol. Feeling lonely ain't helping you anymore. Hey, Mary. What's up, Willie? How you doing, man? Long distance love. I feel you, man. Stinson. Hey, Said. But I'm telling you, many of us are using the same emotions. I don't trust nobody. You can only not trust for that long because in this life, in this where we go right now, where we at, I'm in my 40s. Listen, in my 40s, that I don't trust nobody gotta go. That I don't trust nobody business gotta go. It worked then because you was experiencing a place in your life where you didn't, everybody around you was messed up. Nobody liked you. You was in a place where there wasn't growth. You wasn't nothing. So at that point, not trusting anybody, not loving anybody was natural. Okay, but now you're in a new place, a new mindset, a new body, a new insight. It must change. It must change. So what you was doing then is not working now. What you was feeling then can't be experienced now. It doesn't work now. And all your emotions that you was practicing then is not helping you now. That emotions of feeling lonely, feeling sad, feeling insecure is not helping you now. It's time to kill it. It's time to let it go. A lot of us are experiencing all this suffering, especially with these breakups. A lot of us are experiencing all this pain with these relationship issues. And the truth is, nobody wants to realize that, hey, that shit is going to hurt. It's going to hurt for a while. And the more you fight it, and the more you fight, the more you resist, it hurts even more. The more you fight, the more you fight, the more you struggle, the more you resist, it hurts even more. And you prolong. See, many of us are prolonging our suffering. Thank you, Sandra. What's up, Unique? Many of us are prolonging our suffering. That's why you're still suffering because you are still fighting it. Man, listen, many of us don't want to accept the person ain't shit. Hey, Marisa, many of us don't want to accept the person ain't shit or the person ain't ours. Many of us don't want to accept that the person ain't what we think they are. And you're still trying to fight that they are not that. I don't care. Listen, stop saying that you take a loss. Stop thinking that you will fail. Stop thinking that you are a failure because your stuff didn't work. It worked exactly how it's supposed to work. Many of us have this idea. Many of us have this idea that love is supposed to be the way that we think that it should be. And it's really not. Ah! Oh my God. I messed that up. But listen, man, we can't keep doing that. Give me a second. But listen, though. Listen. Check this out. Check this out. I'm trying to tell you guys, man. Now, in 2024, people are scared to death. People are afraid. People are sick. People don't have no trust. People are loving it conditionally. People want you because of your body. They like the way you look, but they don't like nothing else. People are afraid to go farther, just like how you are afraid. Thank you, CR. Thank you so much. Wow, that was a big blessing. Thank you for that blessing. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. But yeah. People are afraid. People are scared to move on. People are afraid to give love a chance. People are afraid to give relationship a chance. And to be honest, let me tell you something. You see this new so this new society when everybody want to be single is not working, is it? It's not going to work. Some people are quite dangerous. I believe you. Hey, Aisha, how you doing? Some people now they all this. I'm single. I want to be single. I single this, single that. It's not work. It's not working. It's actually messing up our society because our children needs a future. Our children needs to see something. Our children need to see you doing something with someone. Our children needs to learn how to conduct themselves in a see. Everybody could be perfectly fine. What's up, bronze butterfly? Long time no see. Good to see you. How you doing? Hey, Miss Howard. Everybody, listen. Our kids ain't seeing us relating with someone else. Our children are not seeing us with people. I remember when I grew up, I didn't see my mother, interact with a man until I was like 18 years old, and I got married when I was 19. I was in the military. I got married at 19, and I effed it up. I broke that woman so much. I wasn't trying to, but the lack of wisdom, the lack of knowledge, the lack of information, the lack of not seeing what it's supposed to be. And you think that it's going to be instinct, but it's not instinct. It's practice. After a while, the way how you keep doing somebody in a relationship is not instinct, it's practice. Because you practice being shitty, you're gonna be shitty. It's good to see you, the bronze butterfly. It's good to see you. I miss your face. So I'm telling you guys, man, I'm telling you, listen, we all could be good alone, but can we actually go out there and do and be good in the other, in relationships? Can we be good out there? And everybody is afraid, thinking that the other, you are about to get me. Listen, the problem is everybody is expecting something. Do you understand? Do you know that the most of the stuff that we struggle with and we suffer from is not even ours? What's up, Shamada? How you doing, girl? What's up, Shamada? Good to see you. Seriously, most of the stuff that we suffer from is not even ours. You know what it is? Social media. You see everything on social media. Now you see that lady come on here. Who the f did I marry? You all seen that? I didn't watch it. I don't. I don't care to watch it. I don't watch. I don't. You know what? To be honest, I don't look at social media as much. I come and I post and I make my videos, but I don't watch social media because social media influences you. Social media would influence the hell out of you, and you don't even know that you are being influenced. Movies and TV influence the way how you see things. Many of us are anxious. Hey, Reese. Many of us are actually anxious because of what we see on TV. It's not even because you experience the shit yet. Do you understand that? Many of us are sick and suffering not because we experience something, but we see somebody go through it. And this is why we suffer the most. It's not even our issues that we suffer from, it's other people's issues that we see, and it goes in the mind. Listen, this is why you have to protect the mind. You have to protect your vision. You have to protect your head because a lot of things you are feeding your own belief, you are feeding your own experience from things that you haven't experienced. So you got to be careful. Many of us are suffering because of all this social media crap that you look at, and it's so addictive, ain't it? It's so addictive. Boy, we be watching these things, man, on social media, scared to death. Oh, I don't want to experience that. You're right. I don't trust men. I don't trust women. Oh my God, it seems like back to back to back, I see all these women talking about men, and back to back to back, I see all these men talking about women, and everybody is getting scared. We really gotta stop. It screws with your own. Listen, understand how your mind work. I want us to understand. What's up, my vibes? Oh, hey, Pamela, how you doing? I want you to understand how the mind works. You don't have to go through something personally to suffer from that thing. Listen, have you ever seen a scary movie? Have you ever seen a scary movie? Have you ever seen Exorcist? When you have never been exercised before? You have never had a demonic possession, but yet watching that movie messed you up. Now you're afraid to sleep by yourself. Now you're afraid of being, because why? It gives you PTSD without even experiencing it. This is why we have to be careful of what we allow to come in the windows to our soul. We have to be, now we have everybody on social media miserable. Everybody is spreading this damn stuff about men and women and men this and women that and men and women. And now everybody getting PTSD because and they haven't even dated yet. They ain't dated in 6 years, in 20 years, and still are suffering because they are believing somebody else's shitty story, not realizing that everybody experiencing yours. Hey, Sandy Sands, good to see you. Hey, Amoy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is feeding off everybody, and everybody's having a shitty energy. That's why everybody matching energy these days. You gotta match his, you gotta match yours, because everybody's energy is just ridiculous. It's toxic. We gotta stop. We have to learn how to have our own experience, learn from the experience, and do it again. Sometimes just because you got a job and you got fired or you quit doesn't mean that I ain't gonna work no more. I'm tired of that. No, you do it again. And you do it again. And you do it again. And you do it again. Facts, Sherman. We all have different experience. We gotta stop doing this. It's not working. All this single mentality is not working. It's not working anymore. It ain't working now because now that everybody is now so afraid to, everybody is afraid to be, by all this social media people talking, right? All them social media experiences, and they come on here and they make it sound so bad. Everybody coming on here. Do you know this now, Brian? Do you know this now that everybody talk about their dates? I went on a date today. Nobody cares. Do you all care? I went on a date, and as I was waiting for him, do you know he showed up in some sweatsuits? Men these days, they don't understand. You know what men was back then? Was you there? Women these days, do you know what women was back then? Was you there? Were you there? You wasn't there. Why are you assuming that back then is always better than now? It's not. It's not better than now. Back then was back then. Evolve with the damn time, or shut your mouth and just take a nap. Sleep it off. Sleep it out. Evolve with the time or sleep it out. You can't go back. It is evolving. You was not there 100 years ago when men wore this and men. You don't know what women put up with then. You don't know. Back then, marriage lasts for 100 years. Why? Because women wasn't allowed to leave. They wasn't allowed to work. They couldn't. They had no choice. You had no options. What could you? You have no. You had. You couldn't have a job, so you couldn't have your own place. You couldn't have your own cars. Marriage back then lasts forever. Why? Those men back then had 100 babies from 100 different women, but their wife had to stay. Divorce wasn't happening. You all need to understand this is all that matters is right here. We're complaining about things that would I want. Oh my God, men these days. Okay, what happened to men these days? Talk to me. What's up, T? How are you doing? Tell me what happened. What about men these days? It's not about men these days. It's about the one that you are trying to find this day. You can't find him and you can't connect to him. And the woman these days is the same as the one back then. The one that nothing is new. Do you want to understand that there is nothing new under the sun? What's up, vegan? There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new. It's the same thing. It's just being recycled. It's time is being recycled. There's nothing new. As above, so below. As within, so without. As back then, so today. It's nothing new. It's nothing different. Jocelyn, it's nothing different. Man, these morons. Listen, we don't know what yesterday was. We wasn't there. Now I know when some of us are in our 50s and 60s and 40s, and now we see it differently. But we don't understand these young people. These young people are smarter than us now. These young people ain't putting up with shit. We put up with crap because our great grandmama told us a whole bunch of crap, told us a whole bunch of lies, and these young people now just realizing I question this. Young people are like, wait, that don't make no sense. Young people is questioning us now, and we don't like it. We never ask questions. Listen, the reason why we are so afraid to date is just the same reason why some of us are afraid to go outside by ourselves. Some of us are afraid to sleep in our own house in the dark. Some of us are afraid. Ain't like nothing ever happened to you, but you think all the possibilities in your mind. See, all the possibilities come to your mind because you watch all these shows, all these movies, all these things that support your fear. We watch all these things that support our fear and our insecurities, so the fear grows stronger. What is a date? A date is to go out with someone and speak. Hey, how are you? It's good to meet you. It's not a time to go out and have expectations, but to go out and say, I'm mingling because I'm an adult. Hey, Shine, how are you doing? But I think many times, hey, Monique, I think many times what are you afraid to date? To go out and have a glass of wine or to some coffee or some tea or some food or some popcorn? What are we afraid of? Somebody gonna bite you that day? Listen, you are projecting so much fear that you don't even realize that the reason why it happens to you on a regular basis is because that's your projection of your mind. Listen, whatever you project is what you're gonna expect and what is gonna happen to you. What if we blank our minds? Start over fresh. What if we're gonna start over fresh? What if we just start over fresh? We set our minds and just do it like never. You, you know, we have to renew our minds. I think we're becoming our fears. Fear of rejection? Shoot, fear of rejection. See, rejection is life. Rejection is a part of life. And it's like fear of pain. If you have a fear of pain, you will never live. Hey, Mrs. K, if you have a fear of pain, so fear of rejection is like a fear of pain. To be afraid of rejection is you being silly. Because rejection is you must be rejected. Because everybody ain't gonna. I'll tell you right now, if you all never understand this, if you never heard this before, let me tell you this once and for all. The truth is, everybody ain't gonna want you. Everybody don't want you. Everybody don't think you're fine. Everybody don't think you're attractive. Everybody don't think you smell good. Everybody don't like the way you look. Hey, Mickey, how you doing? I'm just particular with who I do. I feel you. I feel you. Everybody don't think that your sex is good. Everybody don't think that your attitude is good. Everybody don't like your personality. But you know what though? The beautiful thing is this. That makes it easier for you to choose who the one who wants you. See, that is what makes it easier to see who your tribe is, to see who your people is. That's what makes it easier to see who are the ones for you. But the problem is the ones who are not for us, we trying to make them for us. That's the struggle. He don't want me, he reject me. Let it be that rejection. That means he or she ain't it. The facts, Carlina. Listen, that's exactly what it is. The point of this natural selection, the ones who reject you makes it easier for you to find the ones who are going to receive you. And that's what it is about. But for some reason, we can't see the other side. We can only be, our egos are so big. Oh my God, I'm rejected. You know how many times I've been rejected? I said, how you doing? You know how many times I've been rejected? Many times. I remember one day I approached this lady, man, a girl. I was young. I approached her and I say, yeah, hey, baby girl. My cool voice. I say, hey, so what's your name? She said, my name is Amnesia. I said, your name is what? Amnesia. I said, nice to meet you. Damn, you got me. She said, damn, that's cold. Hey, Galaxy. You know, I said, that. Amnesia. So you don't remember your name? Oh, shoot. Okay. Throw me up too. It's not bad. I felt bad. I ain't gonna lie. I felt bad. Hurt my feelings. See, I think that men don't mind getting rejected. He's in my cool voice. You don't think men mind getting rejected. It's the same as it hurts you. Amnesia. God damn amnesia. That's wrong. It's a lie. But the thing is, everybody gets rejected. It's okay to get rejected. It is okay to get rejected because rejection means that this is not your place. Go somewhere else. But now these days, if I say I don't want you, it makes you want me more. Exactly, Rosalind. Exactly. Rosalind said the good old days was not the good old days. The same things is going on, but it's in the open. Social media, everybody has a phone. He said he want to take me to Cheesecake Factory. Are you tripping? Here you go. Hey, look at him. This him right here. Hey, my wife is cheating on me. Hey, see him right here? Hey, my husband is in a hotel room. This shit was happening for years. This shit was happening. Hey, Shook. This stuff been happening for years. The same thing being, who nobody has a granddaddy who has 16 kids for 9 different women. Nobody in here has a granddaddy. Nobody in here has a granddaddy who had 16, 20 kids for 16 women. Nobody. Only my granddaddy and my uncles and my great granddad is the only them. Come on, man, you are lying. These men back then wasn't nothing. Listen, my granddaddy has about 21 kids for about 8, 9, 10 different women. It was normal. Grandma stayed. For this in the privacy. Telling you. Study did it, right? Your grandfather. But now we look at the men now. These men ain't got nothing on those men. These men now ain't got nothing. So stop saying men ain't the same. Men was the same. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing. My father had 20. Ain't nothing changed. Hey Desmo. Nothing changed. This is real. The problem is that we don't know how to connect to what we need. We only know how to go towards what we want. Sandy Science, how you doing, girl? We don't know how to connect to that which we need. Because the truth is, we don't know what we need. We only know what we want. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. That's not the nature of men. That's just a man who has time. The nature of men is nothing. A nature is what you practice. Nature is not the same for everyone. Some women have a different nature as other women, based on the way how they was brought up, based on the way how they were raised, based on their values. That's important. Men don't have a certain nature. Men don't, because if a man want problems, he seek multiple women. If a man want peace, he understand one is good. if, listen, if a man wants peace, he knows one is good. One. What's up, Jason? One. Because when you have 2 and 3, God knows we suffer. Yeah, you suffer too, but we suffer too. It's not nature. See, as people grow, they learn. As people grow, they learn. But God knows a certain time a man get to a certain place in his life when he realizes this shit ain't worth it. Just like women do. Sometimes, women, you get to a certain place in your life that you say that shit ain't worth it. It's just that we struggle with different things. We struggle with our egos, both you and me, but we struggle differently with the same ego. We struggle with the same ego, but differently. See, a man in his ego, listen, ain't nothing. Listen, when a man ego, when it comes to a man's ego, there's nothing in this world that stimulates his ego more than money or woman. Ain't nothing makes him feel better than a woman or money. That's it. So if both of them could come, our ego would be destroyed forever. Guess what stimulates the ego? Woman, money. That's why a lot of men have issues with controlling that desire, that urge, because the ego is too damn strong. The ego is too. It's listen. The ego is really strong, but at a certain point in our lives, even though the ego is strong, even though we want the extra woman, it's not worth it anymore. It just ain't worth it, and that's why when we cross over to that, now I know better. Woman, what do you struggle with your ego? You have struggles too with your ego. You are afraid of rejection. You are scared to death of rejection. See, woman, I was thinking the other night, dating a man is hard work. It's not hard work, it's just dating. I think choosing the man, I think choosing, see, you're preaching and I have been on your chat a few times and you're, thank you, sister. Thank you. I think women struggle with knowing what they need. When do they finally cross over? Whenever they're ready. Number one, I've traveled this entire continent. I mean, this entire world, all these continents. I've traveled this continent. I've traveled all over this world, and I do tell you right now, every man don't cheat, and every man don't struggle with the same. Is this an American? I went to Europe. These men in Europe are different. It's not. Please don't just because you live in one area and you've been there all your life. Don't think that you know men or women. You have been in certain areas all your life. You don't know the outside. I think we see social media. Hey, Soul, how you doing? If you look on TV, but if you look on social media, you might think Africa is the poorest, most disgusting continent when everybody is poor and everybody is in poverty, everybody is starving. Why? If you get your information from social media or media in general, you're gonna be confused. You're going to be lied to. You're going to see what you see. You're going to see what people are promoting to distract your mind from the truth, to keep you in fear. So if you look on social media, if you get your news and your facts from social media or the TV, you're going to be effed up. You're going to think Africa is just a bunch of lions and gazelles chasing each other, eating each other, and black people, we're not, black people over there ain't civilized. They wear little strings. And I remember when I came to America my first year, when I joined the army, I came straight from the Caribbean to the army in America. And the questions that I got when I came to America: do you all have houses? Because I'm from the Caribbean. Do you all live in huts? Do you all live in trees? Like, where do you all, like, do you all have cars? And I'm like, what the hell do you all think? What the hell do you all think this is? Where you all think I'm from? The Amazon? Wait, what the hell do you all think this is? My thing is this: if you look at social media to get information about men and women, you are going to be wrong. I've traveled. Listen, I just came back 2 months ago from Estonia. Lived there for 2 years. I lived in Germany, Asia, Korea. I have lived all over this world. I had, being in the military. You go men everywhere. Men ain't the same everywhere you go. If you ever been to Asia, you realize Asian men ain't the same as American men. Anybody ever dated an Asian man? It's different. Not saying I like men. I'm just saying the men that I've studied, the men that I've looked at, the men that in places where I have lived. In Estonia, the men are different. It's a whole different experience. People assume Australia is a third world. It's exactly right. Telling you, but we have to learn. Stop getting your information on scared ass folks on social media. I'm not one to tell you on here. Listen, I'm not one to come on here bashing you, bashing men, bashing women, telling you this, because it's stupid. It's stupid. We are too separated, and it's not working. It's not working now. It's not working. I think we're getting worse. It's not working. Exactly. See, social media. It seems like, oh, it's not. Listen, it's not. What we're doing right now ain't working, man. Hey, Nez, it ain't working, is it? Look at us, scared. We're scared to death. We're scared of each other. The good men scared of the good women. The good men see all these women on social media twerking and shaking their ass, so they think all women do it. All women don't do it. Then we have, the good woman thing that all the men on here trying to date the other races and trying to, treat them bad. It's all they mean doing it. You have to learn to attract what you want. And first and first, what you must understand. Thank you, Foxy Trini. What you must understand is the law of natural selection. The ones who don't want you, let them be. Lord, have mercy. If people don't want you, leave them alone. Alien Powers, what's good? Hey, Kizzy. If people don't want you, don't try to make them want you. Because the old relationship will be you trying to make them want you or to make them keep you. You're doing too much. Don't date a thick woman but want her to lose weight so that she can be small. Don't date a man without no job or without no money but trying to coach him how to leave people how you met them. Ah, dang it. Hey, Becky, leave people how you met them. Leave them alone. If you don't like them like that, stop it. Stop it. If if a man or woman is saying, I don't want you, you're not mine. You're not the one I want. I'm not ready for you. You're not my type. It doesn't mean to try harder so that you can prove yourself to your ego. See, women have that problem when it comes to their ego. You want the ones who don't want you so that you can feel relevant. Because the ones who want you, you don't want them. Because you think that they're not on my level. So you go to the ones who are on my level and they whoop your ass, don't they? Don't they whoop your ass? Don't they treat you like trash? Is that your level? Don't they don't they mess with you? Is that your level? It's not working, people. I'm telling you, listen, you think I'm going to the woman who gonna prove myself to? No. I want the woman who wants me. Listen, you want me just like this? Listen, I'll take you like that. But many of us, our problems is that we don't know how to love people. We only know how to love the ones that's our type. Listen, let me hear somebody say amen. We don't know how to love people from scratch. But I don't want people lower than me. There's nobody lower than you. There's no one lower than you. That's your ego talking. There is no one lower than you. Who is lower than you? Anybody lower than you? We don't know how to love from scratch. You heard that? That went over your head. That went over some of your head. You have to learn to love people from scratch. You want the love that just starts when I see you. Listen, that's what we want. When I see you, I gotta be sparked. Oh, chemistry. Oh, this feels it. Oh, this is it. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is it. Oh, 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 oh. That's what you all want. That's why this shit just be oh, oh, oh. It starts here and it just drops, don't it? It starts here, but it just bam, it just sink. Knows what's wrong. I don't want, and then you stay for 2 years wondering what's wrong. 3 years pass. Well, I don't understand. I just don't understand what the problem is. In the beginning, it was so good. It's always good in the mother effing beginning, ain't it? Ain't it always good in the beginning? Ain't it always mother effing good in the beginning? Ain't it beautiful? Ain't it just great in the beginning? It always is. It's supposed to be. So if it wasn't good in the beginning, you probably won't get the damn lessons or the ass whooping. You won't get it. But it has to be good in the beginning. That's what captures your attention. It's always beautiful in the beginning. He or she did everything. He did everything I wanted. He did everything I asked. Oh my God, he was the perfect gentleman. I don't know what happened. What happened is that he stopped. What did you think it was? He stopped. Well, why did he stop? What difference does it make? See, women, the thing about you all want to know the in between the lines, in between the communication, in between the words, in between the action, in between. You want to dissect it. You want to go inside. You want to analyze, dissect, crisscross, entangle, separate, break it down, understand it, and it still don't make the damn sense to you. Raquel, it still don't make sense. It still is what it is. I just don't understand. I mean, like, why would I mean? Let me ask you a question. Why would you? Um, do you know? I don't do that. Hey, Tanya. See, I can do a cartoon voice. Listen, I'm serious too. Serious. You don't know how to let things be. Woman, you don't know how to let things be. You don't know how to let things be because you want to challenge your. See, you like to challenge. See, woman's ego comes in a different form. See, a man's ego. I want. See, a man's ego. I want to try and hit and money and feel good and I want to be stimulated by more women. Woman, you want to be accepted by a man who don't want you. And when you are accepted by men who don't, you want to be accepted by men who don't want you. And if you are, you feel finally, I'm good enough. I'm relevant. Oh, I could. The men who don't want you go to hell. And men, let the women who don't want you go to hell. Because when you force something, it turns out to be shit, don't it? Yeah, so when you force something, it turns out to be shit. What is a ponytail? Listen. If it's a ponytail you forcing, you walk around here saying what's up. Everybody, what's up? Your eyes are popping out. Your skull is back. Your hairline is all the way back here. You walking with a headache. You walking surprised all day because you're forcing a ponytail. If your hair ain't there, it ain't there. Just let it shit. Let it hang. However it drop, let it drop. In Jesus' name. Some of you are forced your jeans on. You can't get your jeans on, so you gotta dance into the thing. You you there. If the shit don't fit, you doing too much work. Let it be. Let your ass breathe. What that song said? Bend over, let the coochie breathe. Isn't that what it said? The minute you show a man you care, love him, he backs off. That's not true. Where you I get these things from? Where you I get that from? The minute you show a man that you care, you choosing the man who don't want you. That's why that is. Those are silly things that people say on social media. Those are silly things just to confirm what you think. If you saw a man you care, why would he back off? Those are not men that you are dating. Those are you are attracting your type of people because the ones that want you, you don't want them. You want the ones that who don't want you. That's why they back off. Get somebody who likes you. Get a man who likes you. Get a man who like you. Get a man who likes you. Get a woman who likes you. Men, get a woman who likes you. You know when a woman likes you, simple. When a woman likes you, man, when you hold her hands, right? A lot of times a woman like to when she likes you, she actually puts your hand in her hand sometimes when you're walking. Sometimes she take her finger and she stroke your little finger. Listen, it's so when a woman like you, man, you put her hand, you hold her hand and she's like, oh shit, she likes me. Sim- it's just when a man likes you, the way he hugs you is different. He don't ready to when a man hug you, he holds you. But you ever be wanted? See, the problem is we don't know shit about energy. Yes, I listen. Telling you, but woman, man, woman, put it. The simple stuff. You want to stroke his finger. Oh, you want to put. See, when a woman put her arms in your arm, that crap, you ain't going nowhere. Shit, you left. And she walk and she always want to touch you. You said you gotta learn these things. Like saying, how you doing? Man likes you, right? Shit. Listen, when a man likes you, you will know. He comes around, number one. He comes around. He comes around. So that's how you flirt. He comes around. Number two, he talks. He answers your question. He just don't give you, hey, what are you doing? Anyway, so I was thinking, yeah, sure, how are you doing? I want to know. And he waits for an answer. You know, people these days, hey, how you doing? So what? You asked me how I'm doing. Do you want to know how I'm doing? Or that's your conversation starter? Oh, make it clear, facts. One thing about a man, when he likes you, he makes it clear. That's factual. When he likes you, he makes sure you know. Listen, man. Hey, so listen. Um, shit. A brother likes you, man. I'm just saying. I mean, I see you all the time. Damn, you fine. I like you. I, no, ain't no shit else to say. Listen, you are. I want a man who communicates well. Everybody don't communicate like you. Yeah, listen, I ain't gonna lie, man. Shit, I like you for real. I mean, for real, for real. And that's all you're gonna get. You're not gonna be. Listen, you don't get the cute stuff all the time on social media. The social media crap. The social media crap. You're not gonna always get it. Hey, so listen. I don't even know how men do it. I don't even know how men do it. I don't know how people do it in words like that. I don't know. I can't do it. I don't have game. So my game was whack. But if I like you, I say I like you. But the problem is, no, you don't want the ones who want you. You want the ones who are fighting to get you away from them. So you know what a man asks you. So what you bring to the table? It's because he don't like you. So on the wedding day or after he called, God, what does it mean if younger men approach you? Well, younger men likes to be validated by older women. So we're not going to get the moon and stars. Facts, Raquel. Listen, when a man likes older women a lot of times because older women validates younger men. I'm telling you, there's nothing when it comes to a man's ego than money and woman. Money stimulates his ego. So woman will stimulate his ego. See, a lot of times when a man is not, and understand this. This is not everything. This is not everybody. This is not the general our society in this country in this Western civilization. A lot of times when a man ain't got shit in his life going on, I want you to understand me very clearly. When a man ain't got shit going on in his life, finances is down, his life ain't what it ain't where he want to be. He got he lost control over his finances, his love life, his emotional intelligence, his business, his work. When he has no control, woman is gonna be his first thing. I want you to understand what I'm saying. Woman becomes his first thing, his first I, I want woman because there's nothing right now that I can feel that I can when I'm in that woman when I'm in her when I'm around them when they tell me that they like me and they want me when I could talk my game and make them see when I could talk and make them want me. I'm empowered. I'm empowered. That means I'm still good. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still doing it. I'm still the man. Nothing stops me. I'm still it. Because I know when it comes to an older woman and a younger man, is boy even worse. So she has her own stuff. Yeah. She has her own stuff. She's older. So she has sense. She has knowledge. She knows what she wants and she wants me. Damn it. I'm the man. So the older woman attracts the younger man for a reason. He needs validation. No, this is not all young men. I'm just talking about the general population. Because he says he likes mature women. He likes a woman who knows what she wants. But if you look at what he has, you realize that he doesn't have much. So what does he want is the question. When he looks at her, she knows what she wants. But when you look at him, he has nothing that he wants yet. But he has her, who has everything she wants. So therefore, I feel validated. He ages, and as he ages, what happens? It turns back. Now, when she can no longer validate him because now he's at that age, he has his own stuff, he has his own life, he has his own stuff. Now he don't need to be stimulated by an older woman. He goes back to the younger one. Why? Because the younger one makes him feel better. I want you to understand. And this is not something that they are trying to do. This is just a natural thing. Why do older women like younger men? Because the younger men do something for you too. Your egos is stroked. Ooh, younger men like me. Ooh, younger men love me. Oh, I must still have it. Oh, I must still be sexy. Oh, I must still, these young women ain't got nothing on us, older women. But the truth is you are older. It's okay. I felt like dude I dealt with was looking for a person to help him financially. He always asked me what the hell I'm bringing to the table. When a man asks you what you're bringing to the table, it's because they don't like you. Because with a man like you ain't got to bring shit to the table. I promise you that. I want to go on record saying this. To be honest, when a man likes you ain't got to bring shit to the table. Whatever you have, come as you are. He's like Jesus. Come as you are. Hey, Yvette. Seriously. When a man likes you, he's like Jesus. Come as you are. Come as you are. He started to sing this hymn. Mm, mm, come as you are. Mm, mm, mm. I'm telling you, when I met what boy, y'all don't understand. Come as you go. Way down in the valley. Mm. I heard a mighty roar. What? Come, girl, come. You ain't got to have shit. You ain't got to have nothing. Just come, come on, girl. Not to complain. Not to complain. But it's when he don't want you. Hey, so what you bring to the table, though? I mean, shit. I remember I dated this lady once. Well, not dated. I went on one date with her. One date. This is a long time ago. Long time ago. And she already wasn't attractive. But I felt like I should go on a date with her because she asked me a couple times. She's like, Kirk, hey, Julie. She's like, Kirk. I'm like, yeah, what's up? You owe me a date. I said, shit. Why you say that? Because, you know, when we were young, yeah. I said, you're right. I said, you're right. You're right. I do owe you a date. Hey, Abby, how you doing? I said, you're right. I do owe you a date. I said, okay, I'll pick you up around what time? 7. I'll pick you up at 7. You promise? Yeah, I'll pick you up at 7. Listen, 7 o'clock came. I don't be late. I can't do that. I hate being late. I think the military got me. The army for 20 plus years got me. I ain't gonna ever be late. I can't be late. I hate being late. I hate you being late. I hate when we go somewhere, you being late. Hey Lisa, I can't do the late thing. I can't do the late. If I pick you up and you ain't ready, listen. So at 7:05, I'm still waiting. I'm like, what the? So I drove off. I didn't like her anyways. Drove my listen, you said 7, I said 7. We deal, we shook on 7. I really didn't like you. Hey Tora, no, this is long time ago. Hey Miss Daniels, how you doing? She gonna call me. Craig, what happened? You wasn't ready. What you mean? I was getting ready. I said, but you wasn't ready. We said 7. Now you see when a man don't like you, right? Everything gonna annoy him. See, I want you to understand what I'm saying. I know it's a funny story, but I want you to get it. I want you to get it because some of you don't get it yet. Some of you still ain't getting it. Some of you are trying your best not to get it so that you won't feel the truth, which is rejection. Stuff is real. I said, but you wasn't ready. What's up, JP? She's like, but I was getting ready. I said, but you said 7. I said, man, I ain't coming back. She's like, Kirk, please come back. It's like, I went back. I said, you know what? Let me stop being rude. So I went back, picked her up, and she wasn't ready. I said, Lord. So I'm driving. I have an attitude. I really can't see at night because my contact is bad. I'm driving. I can't see nothing because it's nighttime. I don't like going out at nighttime. I'm annoyed at nighttime driving on these streets. So I'm like, okay, it's cool. So let's go to a dinner. We at dinner. She want to talk. I said, let's talk. She, asking her, you know, I'm asking her questions. So where do you live? I live with my parents. Okay. 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 I mean, okay. So what do you do? I don't have a job right now. Okay. 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 I don't work. So talking. And then so then I asked the question. So what do you bring to the table? I have good sex. I heard that, right? I was so mad. Son, I was so bad. I was so angry. I said, what? I said, what'd you say? She said, I could do things to you. The problem is, I think the majority of women think that you can do something that the other woman can't, and it's not true. I'm gonna shut that shit right down right now. Hey, I'm gonna shut that up right now. It's not true. Serious too. I think a lot of you guys think that you have something that the other women don't. It's not true. It's not true. Because what you can do, I promise you, most, a majority of women could do it too. It's shit ain't special no more. She said, I have good sex. I said, listen, a lot of women have good sex. Turn me all off. I have to delete this thing because I think after I post this, I have to delete it because somebody might hear this and they might recognize who they are. I don't even know if she follows me. But this is years. This is like 10 years ago. Maybe I shouldn't say how long ago. I don't remember. Not 10 years ago. 15 years ago. I said, "Oh no, man." I was turned. I said, "Listen, let me take you home, man." She said, "I'm not ready to go." I am. I said, "I am." She said, "What you mean? You don't want what? I can get that from her and her own apartment and her own stuff. What do I want from you?" Now at that stage in my life, I was fit. I was muscular. I could get it from anywhere. I'm like, that doesn't intrigue me. Maybe if I was 70 years old, maybe if I was what's up, Bright? How you doing? Maybe if I was a sugar daddy or something. Maybe if I was like 88, 85 years old, and I lost maybe if my, maybe you know, maybe if my stuff wasn't working anymore, I would I have to take it. I'm telling you, but I'm like, no. Listen, since I didn't like her, nothing she said. What do you bring to the table? That question only comes up when a man don't like you. If a man likes you, what you bring to the table is irrelevant. Hey, Jess Love, how you doing? What I'm frustrated is that they approach you and lead me on when all the while they aren't into you. At least you tell her in words and action you don't want her. Well, yeah, but you know what though? To be honest, man, you see other signs that a guy don't like you. A guy don't like you when he ghosts you. Cause I get a lot of women. Hey, Kizzy, I get a lot of women ask me, what if he ghosts me? I don't understand why you asking me if a man ghosts you what it means. What do you think it means? It means it means exactly what happened. He left. I mean, if you ghosted a man, right? Hey CJ. Hey D Will, how you doing? If you ghosted a man, is it because you want her? I mean him? Come on, let's be logical. If you block the man's number, you don't answer his calls or his texts, and you don't show up anymore, what does it mean to you? Why do you think it means something else to him? Well, maybe he got scared and maybe stop making up shit in your head just to accept the truth. He don't want you. That's it. Why? How come is irrelevant. The problem is a lot of women, you got to make up something in your head to learn to accept. What if he ghosts me? What does it mean? Lady, you know what it means. Stop playing with yourself. I mean like that. So BLJ, you know what it means. I mean, don't give a damn if you die or live. Don't it? He don't care if you stay or go. He don't care if you're sick or healthy. He just don't want you. Well, he always make plans and he never shows up. That means he don't want you. Same as ghosting you. It means he don't want you either. If a man makes plans with you and never show up, and every time, if a man keeps you in your house or you go to his house and he never take you out, he don't like you. Hey, rebel, yell, how you doing? Rebel. Man, if you only see his house and he sees your house, oh, he only sees your house, but you never see his house. But you never seen the outside, the sweet sun out, the sweet night outside at nighttime, walking, holding hands, eating at a restaurant. He don't like you. Not this. Well, I can't afford. That's a lie. Because I'm sure you like him so much. You've been to his house so much. You don't even care where you are go. As a matter of fact, he even got to spend no money. That was just take me out to the park. I should be okay. No, I can't take you out to the park. Stay in the house. Let's just chill. Let's just chill. Let's chill. Let's just chill. Let's just chill. Why are we gonna go out? We get to the stage when we married. Yeah, let's stay our ass home, man. Come on, man. Shit. When we married, and listen, let's just stay. Let's just. But when we dating, this is called. That's why it's called dating. You take your ass outside the house. That's what dating mean. Hey, kitty. That's what dating mean. Take your ass outside. Look at the world. Look at outside from a certain perspective and see if you can agree to how you see outside. See how you relate to other humans while you're together. See what he and she does. See how you interact with the whole world, because that's what you're gonna do when you get married. that's that's what you're gonna do. The outside world, because you're gonna be outside. People are gonna be in your business. You're gonna see people. You're gonna see men, and she's gonna see men, and you're gonna see women, and she's gonna see women pass by without you looking, and you're gonna know if I look. At least I know how you interact with women and men. You know what I mean? If I take you out, I see how you're looking. I see how nice you are to the waiter or to the waitress. I see how jealous you might be or not. Because when the waitress say, "Hey, welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?" And you see how she say, "Sir, what would you like?" You ain't tripping. Oh, who are you talking to? That's my man. See, I want to see that. I want to see when that good-looking male waiter comes to our table, how he talks to you and how you talk to him, so I can know this is it. See what I'm saying? I want to take you somewhere, and the bouncers don't know you. If we go to the lounge or to the club, the bouncers, oh no, the bouncers know you. They say, "Hey, welcome. Well, I never seen you before." I want to see that. See what I'm saying? I want to see how you interact with regular people who you don't want. Are you kind? Are you nice? Are you nice? Are you loving? Or are you stuck up? Because if you rude to everybody but me, I don't want you either. See, we gotta see if you are disrespectful and rude to everybody. Oh, I'm out. I see you at. But dating is taking you outside. We ain't got to spend the money. That's social media garbage. Me not spending money on a date doesn't mean I don't value you. I ain't got to spend no money like that. You know, a man likes you when he communicates with you. And when a man communicates, it doesn't mean that he always want to talk. I think you all I think women always want to talk. I don't know what you all be talk. I don't know what you all be thinking is new. You don't want to talk to me today. I called you twice and we only talked once. Lady, we talked all day yesterday. The hell, I run out of things. I have nothing else. I gotta write down shit to talk about. I gotta be home writing. I gotta ask her. Okay, okay. What did the boss tell you? And when she calls me, hey, what did your boss tell you? Okay, okay, okay. Hmm, that's cool. Yeah, that's great. And you know what? You ain't got shit to say no more, right? you, you know when you got nothing else to say. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, right? Yeah, yeah. So what you doing? Nothing. Same thing I was doing for the past 3 hours on the phone with you. I'm just talking to you. What you doing? Yeah. You know, I'm just here. I'm watching my ceiling. It's crazy, man. Yeah. I know, right? Just woman called to see who you're with. Listen, sleep. You man likes you when he communicates. And the thing is, is dull-ended. The thing is, his way of communication is really not his words. Actually, how you doing? Long time to see. A man's way of communication is not always his words. I think women, your words. Men is their actions and their behaviors. Their consistency speaks different than their words because he could say whatever you want to say, but it's what he does on a regular basis. Because if I want you, listen, if I want you, I'm coming over. Shit, you know what? Do you know what a man wants you? Do you know what a man don't want you to be honest? He finds every excuse to not see you. I don't think you understand me. No, shoot, I gotta work. I'm gonna be tired later on. Mhm. I'm gonna be tired, man. I'm gonna be so tired in the evenings after work. Oh my god, I got so much stuff, and then my boys. I have to go to my mom's house. But you know what? A man really wants you. He find every reason to come around you. Hey, I just watched the news. He calls. Hello. So I kill my listen. I mean, listen. I I'm laughing at myself sometimes. So don't mind me. The phone rings. Hello. Yeah. Hey, so I just watched the news. You see somebody, you see there was a storm in England. I want to make sure that you're okay. But I live in the US. I know, but I don't know if a rock or something flew over from England and flew in your house. I just want to make sure that you're good. I'm good. Well, you want me to come over and check you? I mean, I could come and check to make sure that the house is good. No, they happen in England. I'm in the US. I'm in Georgia. I know. But you don't have any family. I remember we were talking one day and you said you have family in England. They okay? Boy, I never said that. Well, I mean, you no, you didn't say that. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, but you're good, right? I'm good. All right. I just wanted to make sure. Well, I'm good, but that's weird. No, it's not. Why is that weird? But I'm telling you, when a man wants you, listen. Well, see, you don't get it yet. But those are the men that you all don't want. Right away. Those are the men that you all don't want. He's so clingy. Read it, Miss Girl. He's so clingy. Boy, you want a clingy man. Ain't that what you all want? See, you don't want somebody who don't want you, but you want him to be clingy. I don't understand it. Listen, you don't want a man who don't want you to be clingy. You don't even touch me. This man is calling you to see what happened to you all the way from England to make sure that you safe in the US that happened in England. And you talking about, oh my God, you so annoy me. Because you all are annoyed easily by men that you don't like, just as men are annoyed by you easily when they don't like you. Listen, if you sneeze wrong when a man don't like you, he's done. Shit. Listen, you were outside, the pollen got to you, right? Especially in Georgia, them pollen be crazy. And then you looking at you like, what's wrong with you? Do it again and see what happened. It's my last time you sneezing on me. You sneeze all on my shit. Shit's so annoying. You always sneezing. I just can't be with a woman. I can't be with a woman who sneezes all the time. It just says a lot about your character. Like, why you like what's up? I don't know, man. I can't do this no more. What about after 4 years of dating? You don't date for 4 years. You, you, you dated for 4 years. You date somebody for 4 years? That's a waste of time. Listen, ain't no man dating you for 4 years and he wants you. I mean, maybe not for you. 4 years? If I did it for 4 years, listen, let's just get married. Because if you get sick, or something happens after 4 years. I'm getting your money. Text just goes off. He's like, I'm telling you, 4 years you dating somebody? Hell no. I ain't dated no woman for 4 years. I'd rather be single. Oh, you like kids? Yeah, you like kids. You know, if you dating, you 23 and she 22. It's time to stack some money. Put some money in your pocket. Get some, get some money and stuff, and get some career going. You know what I mean? This TikTok stuff be pissing me off sometimes. You know what I mean? Get some of the money back in there. Work on the 22, 23. There, you are young. 22, 23. Don't get married yet. Yeah, but they're young, so I guess that's different. I got married. My first time getting married, I was 19. My time, I got married when I was 19. I don't know what the hell I did. I think God was punishing me for that. But I'm serious though. So the question was, what does a man show you when he don't like you? I'm telling you, inconsistencies. And even inconsistency becomes a consistency. Is tomorrow on there? Hey, tomorrow. Even inconsistencies become consistencies because if a person is always inconsistent, they are consistently inconsistent. I mean, that's what it is. Seriously. But I want, he got to be, hey, Tamara, he got to be consistent. He is consistent. He always never show up. He always lying. He always cheating. He always disrespect you. He always calling you. That's consistency to the T. Be specific. But I'm telling you right now, hey, Becca, I'm telling you guys, man, I'm telling you, the reason why dating is so hard is because we want the people who don't want us. The man who wants you, you don't want him because you say he's not in my league. Because I ain't. Ladies, let me tell you something, right? I get this all the time, and this is annoying. I get this all the time. Well, it seems like I intimidate men. What men? What damn men do you intimidate? What men? What men? Because I think when you think that you intimidate men, I think you are talking about a men who ain't got shit for themselves. Because you don't intimidate. What you gonna do? Beat us up? You gonna choke us? Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? Just push us to the wall and stump on it? You can't intimidate men. How? With what? With your little money? With your little job? Ain't nobody care about your little job or your little career. I have never been intimidated by a woman. I don't see the point. Why? Is it those ones? And you have to understand, it's not that you intimidate men, it's just that every man who don't have nothing is intimidated by men and women who has something because they are basing their worth on that man. Why do you think those young men submit? Hey, Anata, how you doing? You know how many young men submit to me? Seriously, you know how many young men? What's up, LTL? You know how many young men submit to me? I'm talking about submit. Kirk, what do you need? Kirk, teach me something. Kirk, what am I going to do today? Kirk, what am I going to do? Kirk, because naturally, I'm going to say it again. Naturally, a young man looks up to an older man who has something, who has wisdom, who has experience, who has things and toys and homes and properties. He says, I will submit to you, not in a sexual way. So understand this because it's a form of inferiority, a little bit. Hey, Yvonne. So when a man who ain't got shit is intimidated, you is not you. It's not you. Is what you have. because he feels inferior because he has nothing, and he knows time is ticking, he knows time is going, and he knows that he is not where he should be. He is embarrassed by what he is and what he has. It's not just because of you a woman. If you was a man who has something, he will be intimidated too. Please understand this. So we gotta cut that stuff, because the man who is intimidated by you shouldn't even be in your I have options, because you ain't got options. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna say something and it sounds mean. Because y'all can't expect me to say things that sounds pretty all the time, right? I hope that you all don't expect me to come on here and people be messing with me on social media. Why are you always this? Why you say things like this? Why you say it like this? Because that's how I say it. I speak how I speak. And I can't change the way I can, but I don't want to. Because if I change the way I speak, it's not going to be authentic. It's not going to make sense to me. And I'm not going to feel it. And I talk with passion because I like the way I speak. I actually love the way I speak. It's just my mouth. What's up, RSVP? How are you doing? Is it? Can you all hear me? Am I going in and out? Are you guys losing me? TikTok, are we good? YouTube, are we good? Can you hear me? In and out? Okay, so you all hear me. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm good. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Zena. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, good. So you okay, so good. So maybe it's your social media, or maybe it's your connection, Anada. Okay, T, you still there? Okay, okay, got you. So we good. What the hell was I gonna say? Listen, I hear people on social media. Thank you, Carrie. I hear people on social media all the time. I'm gonna drink as well. I hear people on social media. I want a beer too. Is it? Oh, is In and Out? Oh, Nez. Oh, hold on. I hear women all the time speak. Thank you, Matilda. Welcome. I hear people all the time speak. A man gonna do this and a woman gonna do this and a man gonna do that. And we say a man gonna have this and he have that or else. But when you look at your life really and truly, you don't have as much option as we think we do. We don't have as many options as we think we do. I think social media is telling us we have options because people are liking our pictures, people are commenting, and people are DMing you. So you feel you feel you, you feel, you know because if I go by that, I think I have any options too. But the truth is, you don't have many options. There ain't that many people option out there because a lot of those options, half of them are already taken, and then the other 88% is lying, and 2% is single. Thank you, Matilda. We don't have as many options as we think. So we be there talking about if he ain't this, if she ain't that, if he listen. You know what? How you know how you practice? You know how you practice this? You gotta practice. The truth is, nobody comes to you 100% as you think that they should. No, nobody. Nobody comes to you like that. Even the man who is enlightened, even the man who is aware, enlightened, and awakened, when he comes to you, the type of triggers that you have, the types of perception your thoughts, your insecurities, you're gonna still be triggered. I don't care who it is that come to you. It could be Christ coming to you, and Christ will trigger the hell out of you. My child. When Christ come to you and say, "Hey, listen, my child, um, who you calling my child? My last man called me my child, and it pissed me off. So Jesus Christ, don't do this to me. All right, I'm not your child. I'm God's child. I am your sister. Oh shit. Just like, oh, it's not like that. You know, like we have to understand based on where we are right now. So we grown. So that you, Carlina. Based on where we are, a lot of us are easily triggered. A lot of us see things based on our past experience, so we can't see shit for what it is. We only see is based on our memory. We see things based on our memory. So we don't see nothing. We just remember everything, and everything triggers us. Every damn thing trigger you. He triggered me. He always triggering me. Why are you always triggered, ma'am? Ma'am, why are you always triggered? Ma'am, it's not normal to be always be triggered. Ma'am, why are you ma'am, you shouldn't be triggered. Ma'am, whatever triggers you controls you. Ma'am, cut this trigger. It's not cute to be triggered. This listen, are we too old to be triggered so easily, ain't it? But we too old to be triggered so damn much. We even begin to believe that just because we are triggered, you are a narcissist because you trigger me. Ma'am, your trigger is yours. Hey Cosmo, your trigger is yours. Nicole, Sharon, you ain't lying. Listen, many of us are waiting until we our PPs ain't working anymore to find a relationship or find a partner. You waiting until you dry up to find a man. I don't want to be rude. Time to go into bed. You dry. I don't. You know, you have beard already. Because women. Listen, we don't like to talk the truth. By the time you ready to settle down these days, hey Sharvie, by the time women these days ready to settle down, your beards are really coming through. You have beards like me. You gray, I'm gray. You know what I mean? Your chin is hairy as mine. Tell you the truth, right? Listen, by the time when you start having beards like that, listen, I have to listen. You don't see those things. Right, I don't shave because if I shave it, because you are thing. If she gonna tell me if I shave it, it's gonna grow back. It's gonna grow back thicker. Listen, so I pluck. Listen, plucking ain't working because I see them things when you pluck them big old pores be believing. You see like those beard marks? You see those beard marks? Them things be big old brown. Listen. Don't wait until your beard start getting like mine. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, Jesus. You are waiting too long. Listen, anybody want you when I have arthritis now? Did anybody want you in your arthritis stage? No, you do can't. I can't do that position. My back. Listen, what the hell are we doing? Get me a mug. Ask her, you want me to line you up? Who you talking to? Line who up? Baby girl, you never mind. I was lining myself. You was in the bathroom plucking yours. I was lining mine up. I thought maybe if I shave yours off, you'll be faster. But you there plucking for the past 2 hours. You plucking 81 hair out of your chin. 81. You have 81 hairs in your chin. 81. I counted all the hair on the dresser. 81. How you got 81 hairs in your chin and you mad because I asked you to line you up? That was a perfect amount of hair to line up. 81. If you have 81 hair in your chin, we need a barber. I don't want to trigger nobody, okay? Hi, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? Man, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Those be PPs can't get up talking about, hey, I'm looking for my queen. Bro, your stuff ain't working no more. Your stuff ain't worked for 3 years. No, you want to settle down. No, you want to have a real woman, huh? Your stuff stopped working and now you deserve the woman of your dreams. When your stuff ain't working. Ain't that something? Ain't that something that we deserve the one of our dreams when our stuff in, our stuff in. Yeah, I gotta take 3 pills now. For real, for real. Hey, Chris, how you doing? We gotta stop, man. That's all right. I gotta take 3 blue pills. I remember about 15, 12, 15, 14 years ago, one of my people in the military, I was like 30. Yeah, but I was like 32. And you're like, hey, man, I have some blue pill, man. You want some? I don't want no damn blue pill. What's the blue pill anyway? He's like, you don't want those pills for your pee pee. Hey, Joanne. I said, man, bro, no. I said, it works? He said, yeah, man, you be up all night. Shit, I have a job. I don't want to be up all night. What am I doing up all night? What am I doing up all night for? What am I doing up all night? Doing what? What are we doing all night? She ain't gotta go work? Man, please. You eat right, you exercise, your pee stays, you know what I'm saying, strong. We waiting until it's too late to give somebody the best of us. Seriously, we waiting until we are almost dead. Happiness, how you doing? You can't. We waited until we ain't nobody, we ain't useful anymore. Because you know why? Everybody who wants us, we tell them no. We waiting for the one God sending us. We waiting for the one who God is sending us. So your vagina drying up, your pee ain't working. No, you have a couple. You have a couple now, 2 people, one dry, one ain't going up. You have hell having sex. You will go through hell to make one night of pleasure. Ain't no more pleasure. Nipples ain't working. Your one nipple is there, your other one is just disappeared. It just went all the way in. It's gone. Nipples ain't the same. We got to stop waiting until we almost on the deathbed to enjoy life. You trying to save your body for the moths and the ants and the spiders? What you saving it for? What's up, Tay? How you doing? What you saving it for? I'm just saying, what are we doing? Why? Because social media is making us afraid. Because we think everybody that we date is a narcissist. He's a narcissist. He triggered me. Everybody is not. Oh my Lord! Every 2000 and the 2023 words of the year, narcissist. Everybody is one now. Your father all of a sudden become one. Your boyfriend is one. Your ex was one. Your husband is one. Your ex-husband was one. Your 4 ex-husband was one. Your son is one. It's not. It's not that damn sick. We have to learn. Herculean, we have to learn to begin to learn discernment. Some of you all love Jesus all day, but you have no discernment. I don't know what Jesus you love. You have no discernment. Some of you are so connected to God, but yet God don't teach you discernment. I don't know how you have no discernment. Discernment is what you practice. Even if they are narcissistic, we ain't got to stay there 28 years until we leave. Even if they are narcissistic, we ain't got to stay for 24 years. Right, Kirk? We ain't got to stay nowhere for 28 years until we finally said, I left my narcissistic husband after 28 years. What the hell you stayed for? They are happiness for real. Do you know we can't make excuses for our life? I mean, we can, but it doesn't work, does it? We can't make excuses for the people that we choose because this, if you're, let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question. If your child brings somebody to your home, right? If your child brings somebody in your house, and that person that he brings in your house break your expensive china plate or your expensive thing, or something in your house, who you blaming? Who you gonna be talking to? Something just is their spouse. You're gonna go straight to your son. Same to you, Nadira. You be good because he's responsible for who he bring into your home. He is responsible. Is this is your son has a responsibility in this home, and whoever you bring to this home, you are responsible. You are responsible. So if you bring somebody here, you better take responsibility for what they do. That's what happened. When you bring somebody to your life, you have to take responsibility of what happens in your life because this is your life. This is your responsibility. It is only your responsibility. Thank you for the gift, JT. This is your responsibility. So, yes, as you call it, it's God's life. But you are responsible for what you bring here. And many of us don't want to be responsible. We want things to happen and blame everybody else. So we point the fingers. It's him. It's her. It's my daddy from 28 years ago. I mean, I know I'm 62 years old now, but my daddy left me. Shit. God dang it. I mean, it's my ex-boyfriend, my ex-husband. I mean, we got divorced 16 years ago, but I'm triggered. Listen, it's your responsibility. Get your shits together. It's your responsibility. You can't keep blaming people. You still experience it. You still suffering. No matter who you blame, you still suffering, ain't you? No matter if you say it's your narcissistic boyfriend and he was not, you still suffer. You're the one suffering. So fix your suffering. Fix your suffering. It is your responsibility to fix your shit. But nobody wants to do that because it's nobody. It's your life. This is the time. You gotta take ownership. This is yours. But listen, many of us are taking too long to get to the real. I tell everybody this all the time. I don't think people understand how deep and serious I am when I say this. Listen, this is your responsibility. This is your life. But understand the reason why we are always hurt it's because, like I say this all the time, and I want this to get in your head. The reason why we are always hurt when it comes to relationship and when it comes to love. So we say love hurts. The gym hurts too. Don't the gym hurt? Especially if you go to the gym once. When you go to the gym once and do some, have you ever did some squats in the gym? What happened? What happened the next day? You ever went to the gym and did some squats and you ain't squatting a long time? You ain't squatting 16 months. You was in the toilet sucks, going to the bathroom, sitting down on your couch, getting up from your couch, walking, squatting, jumping. It hurts, don't it? So the gym hurts, right? And then you're gonna see people who go to the gym all the time say that shit don't hurt. It's just a little soreness. You get over it because you understand the difference between soreness and hurt. You understand. See, the more you exercise, you recognize the difference between soreness and illness or injury, don't you? So I know when I'm injured in the gym, and I know when I'm sore. When I'm sore, oh, okay, so when I'm injured, yeah, is it different? What's up, Dimitri? How we doing? It's different when it's injured. Same as relationship, same as love. If you do it once in a lifetime, it hurts, don't it? It hurts. But if you love and you love again, and you love and you love, you realize that missing somebody is a part of the process. You realize that you missing, or when that body is leaving you, when the energy is leaving you, that detachment happens is a part of the process. It's just I'm just a little sore. I'm just a little sore. It's not There's nothing wrong with me. I don't need healing. I'm just sore. See, when I'm sore from the gym, I don't need healing. But when I'm injured from the gym, I need healing. Can somebody say amen? When I'm sore from the gym, from working out, I don't need healing. I just need to recover. We don't understand this. We don't get this. When I'm sore from the gym, I need to recover. Take a few days off, drink some water. But when I'm injured in the gym, I need to stop. I need healing. Many of you, they need healing. You need to recover. That's all I need, recovery. Something is wrong. I will never do it again. If you don't do it again, it hurts even more. So now, because when you don't do it again, oh, and you try the gym. When you take years off from the gym, and that even the decision to go back to the gym, it takes forever to is you have to come in as you remember the last time you left, it was painful. See, many of you are only remembering your pain. Hey, Hermione, many of us are only remembering your pain. That's why you can't do it again. Because you know why? It's been so long, and the only memory that you have is the experience of pain. You know, there's a law, there's a universal law that's called the law of experience. Do you want to know what a law is? Do you know what that law says? Until you replace that experience with new experience of similar experience, but of new experience of similar status, you will always carry the last bit of the pain that you had with it. That means if you fall off the horse, if you fell off the horse and you stay too damn long to get back on the horse, all you remember is the pain. You never remember the ride. All you remember is the pain, never the ride. So even though the ride was great where you had it, the pain is all you remember because you stayed off for so long. See, many of you gonna stay single for a long time, not because you want to be single, but because you're afraid of hurt. You're not afraid of love, you're afraid of hurt. I heard after dealing with a narcissist, healing takes longer. Now, here's the thing about narcissists. Somebody said, I heard after dealing with a narcissist, healing takes longer. Is that true? Now, number one, I'm gonna say this, and I know everybody, you're gonna be hate me for saying this. Y'all hate me for saying this. Listen, narcissists, it's not that many in this world. It's not many in this world. It's not that many in this world. Chris, that's funny. I'm so loud. It's not that many effing narcissists in this world, especially diagnosed. You all think if a man cheat, he's a narcissist. My God. If a man lie, he's narcissist. Like you don't lie. Are you a narcissist? Like you never cheated. Are you a narcissist because you never cheated? The truth is, everyone has tendencies of narcissists. Everyone. All of us. You have some. I have some. You have some. I have some. Everybody. So the term narcissist is overused. Yes. Hey, thanks, Dimitri. The term is overused. It's all now. The thing is this: we don't know how to take accountability for our emotions. We can blame. Hey, thanks, brother, for the gifts. We can blame them all day. Yeah, to some extent. Listen. We can blame them all day, but when are we going to take accountability for our emotions, for our feeling, for our overstaying, for our true, for our choosing and choices? When are we going to take responsibility and accountability for our own effing emotions? What's not what you give somebody your emotions and say, "Oh, you're wrong for taking it." Hey, Lynette, you say you're doing it without a license, huh? What if you take accountability for your own emotions? You think anything ends in trauma? If you can control how you feel, if you could control your emotions, would you be suffering from those things? Think about it. Simple question. If you can control your emotions, if you can control your emotions, if you can control your emotions and your feelings, would you suffer? Would you? Think about it. Hey, Crone. If you have control over your emotions, your own faculty, your own feelings, would you be controlled? No, right? No, you won't be. So the problem is that we lack control of our own faculties. It's not because of the narcissist, it's because we lack control. If you have control, number one, if you have control over your emotions and your feelings, you wouldn't even attract the damn thing. You won't attract the damn things anymore. I mean, yes, they're gonna say, look at you. Oh my God, you're so pretty, you're so cute, you're so handsome. But there's nothing there. Because you're not gonna you're not gonna there's nothing there. You can't project what I have inside because your frequency don't bring it out. Do you understand? You cannot bring out, listen, you can only bring out what I have because your energy reflect mine. That's it. Your energy mirrors mine. But if I don't have what you carrying, you cannot bring it out because it's not there. And it's not about controlling your emotions, it's about selecting your emotions. It's about selecting your emotions. You have to choose which emotion am I going to use. You know, it's called accountability and responsibility over your own emotions. And Chris, that's a very honest assessment. That's very honest. Some people struggle with their emotions. But the truth is, once you learn that I have a choice in which emotion that I emote with or I experience, then you select your emotions. If you allow life to dictate your emotion, everything becomes a narcissist. The weather becomes one, the kid become one, the dog become one, the lightning becomes one, the rain become one, space becomes one. Everybody becomes one because your emotions are outside and influence on the outside. If you don't know how to choose your emotion, suffering will be your lifestyle. I don't think you heard me. I don't think you heard me. Let me plug in my thing because I don't let me because my phone about to die. And if my phone die right now, some of you are gonna get mad. So let me plug in my stuff because I'm telling you right now, we don't get it, but we're gonna learn today. Hold on, let me plug in my thing. Let me set my thing up right here. Let me hope it works. Let me living my best life. Listen, what did I say just now? I forgot. I forgot. No, I'm blocking my own stuff. Hold on, give me a second. Oh Lord. So what am I saying? What am I saying? Okay, so you can see me. What am I saying now? If you don't know how to choose your emotions and select your emotions, what's up, fantasy? How we doing, brother? If you don't know how to select your own emotions, everything makes you suffer. Everything. It's not a listen. Plug in my too. Check this out. Hey, I hear you, brother. Hey, good to see you, man. I ain't seen you in a while. Hope all is good. That's right, Carlina. If you don't choose your own emotions, somebody will choose your emotion for you. See, a lot of you all who are overly emotional have issues with your sacral chakra. Something happened to you as a child. Maybe you was abused sexually, physically abused. Hey, LaQuavia, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you, girl. Have to control how you feel. Yeah. Thank you, Dora. It's good. It's good to be here. It's good that you're here. Thank you. Welcome. A lot of you are who are overly emotional. A lot of you have issues with back in the past. Something happened to you where you don't feel safe. I'm doing great to LaQuavia. I'm doing great. It's good to see you. Welcome back. I missed you. I'm saying something happened, sexually abused, physically abused. Some of those things happen to you. Hey, Passion, how you doing? Good to see you. And a lot of times when you are overly emotional, overly this, sometimes you're just not too loud. You are in your head. You're in your head too much. It was 11 o'clock. Passion. I thought it was like 9 o'clock. I'm up too late. I'm already. I have to go to sleep because my kids be waking up early to go to school. Would you say you have to have control of your mind in order to have control of your emotions? Great question. If you want to have control over your emotions, right? First thing first. Thank you, Laquavia. Thank you. Thank you. First thing first. You know that you are always thinking. A person who's a lot of most of the time emotional, look at the way how you think. Look at the way how you overthink. Look at how you think. Look at how you think all the time. Look at how you overthink. Look at how you can't sleep at night because you're thinking and you are thinking and you're thinking and you're trying to dissect everything. You're trying to analyze everything. Is that right or wrong? Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Seriously. And it's not that you can't control your emotions. You can't control your thoughts. If you are always thinking, understand this. If you are always thinking, you are always emotional because your thoughts attract your emotions. Your thoughts always attract. Listen, you can't think and not feel. Irritated me for seriously. If you are thinking, understand. Have you seen somebody walking in public? Have you ever seen somebody in public walking on the street and their face is screwed up and they're walking? Why? Because they're in their head. They're not aware of what they look like. They're not aware of anybody, of anyone else. They're not aware of nothing else. They're aware of their thoughts. And when you're aware of your thoughts, you can always be only in your feelings because your thoughts and your feelings go together. You can't have one without the other. You must be in harmony. The human being must be in harmony. The human being is one of the most harmonious things. Oh, wow. Petal, thank you. That's very kind of you, Petal. Wow. Are you still here? I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I was just thinking about how kind somebody is. Petal, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Petal. I appreciate you. I lost what I was saying because I just became grateful, so I forgot my train of thought. My train of thought is gone. I appreciate that. Thank you. So, Miss, somebody's asking a question. Hi. Good. Opportunity. All right. My question to nice is that I came from an African home and where men are allowed to marry multiple wives and a lot of men are not faithful, like they're like, all over the place. And now growing up, I feel like that weight is on me because growing up, our mothers make it seem like, oh, it's okay for them to cheat, it's okay for them to do this. Even my friends that are older than me that are married right now, like they're still in that situation where their husband is cheating on them and stuff, and they're still okay with that. One thing that the husbands do when they talk to me, especially me as a single girl, like when we're having a conversation, anything like that, when I say I have standards like me, I can't tolerate cheating or I can't tolerate this, they say, oh, why would you leave a man? That's good to you, that does everything for you just because he cheated one time or just because he cheated this time. Then I'm like, if I knew about him cheating, me personally, my heart won't be at peace and I won't be comfortable in the relationship. But if I don't know about it, that's different. Now, my question is tonight, am I delusional for not wanting a man to cheat on me? Am I delusional for thinking that, hey, I'd rather be single and be peaceful to than have somebody under my roof that's cheating on me, that's constantly everywhere? That's my question tonight. Um, you're not delusional for wanting that, but but understand, single don't mean peaceful. Just because I know many single people who are not peaceful. I think we think single is peaceful because we think that we don't have problems. That the average person, whether single or married or in a relationship, they're not at peace. Some things, yes, you have a choice, but with all choices comes consequences. If you think, number one, all men don't cheat. All men don't have the same problems. All men don't have the same struggles. All men don't have the same stuff. I think some of our where we live, or sometimes where we are from, we are faced with those things. But sometimes we have to, Christ didn't become Christ until he moved. You know what I mean? Christ didn't become the man who he was, or the savior, or whatever you consider him to be, until he moved from his, because so sometimes you're not going to find what you want in your culture that you don't agree with. So sometimes you have to leave your culture if you want something else. If you think that the men that you surround yourself with cheat, then you have to surround yourself with new men or different men, and that's just what it is. But understand, just because you are single, doesn't mean that you are peaceful. Single mean, yes, you can master by yourself. You can master yourself by yourself, but when you come around people, you're triggered. So single don't mean peaceful or anything. Single just means you accepted certain things because you don't want to put up with certain things. Sometimes it's because you're afraid. Sometimes it's because you don't want to be cheated on to look stupid. Sometimes you just think that, oh, I'm not going to cheat, but it doesn't mean that you're peaceful. So you're going to have to focus on what you want and move towards where you, or a location where that happens or that exists. And sometimes the truth is you might have to leave your culture. Go somewhere else. Go where you are valued. Because we're not, see, me on Facebook, I'm not valued. So I left Facebook. I came to YouTube because YouTube values me more. I don't give a damn. I don't care what nobody thinks, what nobody says. Am I loyal? Your loyalty is with yourself. So sometimes you have to go where you are valued. But there's something that you have to learn. Where am I valued? You have to understand that and go there. Only you will know this. But you will know this based on how you are treated. But many of us, we have this concept. And I'm a black man. I love my black woman too. But many of us are always thinking that we gotta stick with this and stick with that. That means, and that's your business. But sometimes you have to go where you are appreciated. And if your surroundings, your environment is not conducive to what you want, then sometimes you have to leave it. So you don't have, because listen, the single thing don't work anymore. It doesn't work for long. It doesn't work long term. It doesn't work. The longer you stay single, a lot of us, the longer we stay toxic. Believe it or not. I'm not saying it's bad to be single, but I think everything is for a season. But if your entire season, for your whole life, you are single, something is off. Something is off. If your entire life is you in the same season, I don't know. I just don't agree with that. Because human beings, the reason why we were created was for relationships. We need relationships. We need relationships. We need to relate to others. We need relate. We need relationships. We need it. We it's some that see that's and how do I know this? Because you have this thing and I have this thing. And without this don't work. It's pointless. And without this don't it's pointless. So we are created to relate, to come together. But I think our society right now is normalizing this garbage. I can't go to here. I can't do this. I'm black, so I gotta stay black. And as a black man, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you see your black woman with the white dudes, and I'm like, damn, god damn. But it is what it is. It's your business. Or the Asian dudes or the Arab dudes. I don't give a damn. It is what it is. These days, you gotta go where you are valued. So that's how you deal with it. Nobody said that you have to stay in the same place and suffer. You can go somewhere else, do something else, experience someone else, experience something else. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying a lot, and it's so funny that you said that. I've always fantasized like being with the white guy because he values my beauty way more.
No, 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 no. I'm not saying way more. I'm not saying that. don't don't do that. don't, I mean, I'm offended by you saying that. You just triggered me. No, I'm just joking. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, say that again. Like, why mention me? Like,
I mean, shoot, do you know who were you all around, man?
yeah, it's just I always had the fear to step out. Like I just feel like, what is this? I don't know. This is what I gotta like try my best to actually see where the future holds and actually take a step forward and not be afraid and like you said, I need to surround myself where I'm wanted. That's the most important, where I'm valued. And when I know where I'm valued at, I tend to grow more there. And then, like, somebody said, men cherish me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem.
My other question is that, how, what are your thoughts about our, very, what's that word? Um, what's that word? When somebody's like upset, I'm trying to remember like anger management, like somebody that's like always angry,
Mhm.
How do you like what's your thoughts about that? Do you think that those are some people that you can work with, or does like a no, like everything like pisses them off, like them anger management, like it's like low tolerance, especially our brothers. I noticed that a lot. So do you think as a woman, like a woman should be able to deal with a man that's like always upset or anything like that, or just bye?
The man who is always upset is a man who's deep in his fear. His fear is governing him. Angry is fear little's brother. Anger and fear goes together. Just as anger, fear is the driving force of anger. And many times, if somebody is always angry, it's fear. Or if you're talking about a relationship, if somebody's always angry around you, it could be different reasons. It could be that they don't want you anymore, they don't want to be with you, they don't like you, they don't like your company, and they want to push you away. Oh, but a lot of times it's based on fear. So we have to look at anger as fear. And sometimes the fear, we all have fear. Hey, Candice, we all have so much fear, but fear projects differently based on how we think, based on how we feel, and based on what we have seen. So fear can be projected on certain thoughts. All men are trash. That's fear. Fear of being hurt. Fear could be protected as I'm always angry. Fear could be protected as uh, so many things. But fear is the driving force. So you gotta be careful. And a man who is in fear that much will f you up. You hear me? A person because is always the one who is afraid do them wild swings. You see, like a person who's afraid and they start swinging. Well, so a person who is in that fear would always do something stupid because the fear controls them. So it's hard to trust that person who lives in fear because they are in survival mode. So we got to be careful.
Mm. Yeah, I want to give you a scenario, like you can kind of like picture that for me, because I wanted to see what type of fears you project. Is it like real fear, or don't want me fear, or I just wanted to know. But this is like my past relationship. So I reach out to him and say, hey, I want a gym partner. He was like, oh, hey, I was really sad when you had a new gym partner, because that's what we're used to doing. We're doing gym together. I said, okay, that's fine. I didn't know you felt like that, but is it okay we can become gym partners again? He said, yes, that's fine. I said, how about today? He said, I won't be able to do it today due to my work, but we can start tomorrow. And I started getting my detox stuff ready because I wanted to start the gym that week. So I went to get the stuff, and once again, I'm communicating everything I'm doing. He texts me 1 hour before 10 p.m. Say, hey, my schedule's free. Do you want to hit the gym at 9? I say, yeah, sure. I have to cook, prep meal, and then make my detox drinks, and I'll be good to go. I'm making my detox drink, and I live with my family. And at that time, and my family were cooking, so I couldn't cook. So I started blending the food. I mean the drink while I wait for them to finish. I communicate that again, like, hey, by the way, I can't cook right now. I'm doing the drink. I'm waiting for my family to finish first. Um, he then I blended the thing and then my blender spoiled. So the next procedure to cook, I need to blend something before cooking. Then I let him know like, hey, this
What
is
did he do? What exactly did he do?
He's a data analyst.
No, I'm saying, what did he do? Like, did he cancel on you?
No, he didn't cancel me. Um, okay, I finished. I was like, okay, let me step out because I need to blend tomatoes. So I went to the store to go buy blended tomato. Then he comes to my house and then he's like, "You're not done yet." I'm like, "No, the blender spoiled, so I had to step out to go and do this." He's like, "Oh, I wish you would have communicated with me." I said, "Yeah, I've been communicating with you." And my parents at that time, they didn't want me to stop. They don't want me to cook when it's 10 o'clock because everybody's sleeping. So I have to get the cooking done before we leave now. Then he was like, oh, the gym closes at 11.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. What's your favorite color? Do you like blue?
Pink.
Pink is your favorite color?
Yes.
Not blue?
No.
Do you like blue?
I really.
You don't like blue, huh?
No, I like pink and red.
Yeah, but you don't like blue at all. So my blue don't look good on you. Like this don't entice you at all.
No, it doesn't faze me.
Like so you don't like so you don't think my blue is cute.
It's cute on you, but that's not what something I wear.
Do you wear blue?
I wear blue once.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel misunderstood?
Misunderstood?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you always feel misunderstood?
Yes, a lot of times.
Do you feel like nobody understands you?
Yes, a lot of times.
So communication to you is sucks, huh?
Communication to me,
Yeah.
like someone communicate with me,
Like it's hard to find somebody to talk to, huh?
it's not hard for me to talk to someone, but it's hard for them to understand my perspective.
Do you know why?
No.
Have you ever thought asked yourself why is that?
I thought about it, but I do know that due to like my background with African parents, growing up, they don't give us opportunity to express how we feel. So I've always built like everything inside and thoughts. So now that I'm communicating with grown people in the real world, it's gonna be hard.
Do you trust what you speak?
Do I trust what I speak?
Yeah,
Yes.
you do.
Yes.
I think your throat chakra is gone.
What?
Your throat chakra is gone. Have you ever been told that you over explain?
No.
Never been told that?
No.
I think your throat chakra is do you have issues? Do you have sinuses?
No, I have asthma, so it's been hard for me to
You have asthma.
speak. I have to breathe like
Good.
fast.
Yes. Do you have like sometimes strep throat or sore throat and stuff?
Yeah, I've struggled a lot of times.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. You know how I know this?
Story?
But do you know how I know that though? Do you know how I know this? Because your throat chakra is gone. That's why you feel so misunderstood. That's why you feel so disconnected. That's why nobody understands you. Because your throat and it's not true, it's just you feel that way, but it's because this is gone. So that's the reason why you over explain. This is why reason why you use extra words. This is why your throat is messed up. Sometimes you have sore throat, your asthma, because this is gone. This is all balanced. So that's why it's causing you all those things.
Wow.
Yeah.
See? You about me tonight.
See, you came here for a reason. That's not what you came here for. I don't give you what you come for. I give you what you need. You don't need to worry about what that dude did. You need to worry about that this getting this back into the balance because this is messed up.
Okay.
So if you want to get somebody asks, how do you get this back? Number one, if you want to get this back, begin to speak your truth. and only your truth. Don't care about how they. Don't worry about if they understand you, if they get you. Don't feel misunderstood. Don't feel maybe what you say don't make sense. Be when you speak like you know what you are speaking about, right?
Okay.
And only speak what you need to speak. Only say what you need to say. Number two, never lie. If you want to get your throat chakra, you see like how men lie a lot. A lot of times they lie a lot because a lot of times their throat chakra is off balance. The more you lie, is the more this go off. Big lies, lies that don't make sense. To a liar. This right here, when you begin to, you have to speak your truth. So this is a lot to do with your truth, speaking. So it's like how you said, as an African child, you can express yourself. Well, this is your expression chakra. So this has been caused, not expressing yourself has been caused, it caused you to block this throat chakra. So you have to speak your mind, speak exactly what you want to speak, but learn what to say and what not to say. Learn the balance of not over explaining yourself. Learn just to speak what you need to say and then kill it. Right? So speak it and then kill it because you have to trust that what you speak hits.
Yeah, I do see that. I see your point is very true. And
No, it's not my point.
like,
It's not my point. It's science. It's science, okay?
um,
Thank you, Lazy.
I used to be like that, like where I say my truth, but people tend to tell me that I'm mean, like the way I come out.
Because so the reason why you see a lot of women or men come off mean, right? Careful exception. A lot of women or men come off mean because when they speak, you see like how people say, I'm so blunt. I'm blunt and I hurt people's feelings because your stuff is off. When your stuff is off, understand when you communicate, you hurt people's feelings. That means you're not speaking from love. You're not speaking from that truth. You're speaking from a hurtful place. It's not balanced. So that's why it's always something. So when you speak, use tact. You have to use tact. TACT. And when you use tact, it balances out your throat chakra. But the reason why you can't speak, what's up, Yoda? The reason why it's hard for you to, because you when you speak, right? Understand when you speak. I want you to get this right, and this is for everybody in the chat. What happens is this: the universe. We are all connected to the universe. We are all one. And when God speaks to us, or the universe, whatever you consider who speaks to you, ancestors, what happens? The truth goes in us, but it starts when the truth goes in us, it starts from this part right here, your root chakra. Okay, so the energy comes to your root chakra and it travels up. So when we hear the word of God, right? When we speak to God, when God speaks to us, the truth comes to us, it goes to the root chakra. And if your root chakra is blocked, that pink and that red that you love, that pink and that red, you see that pink? That you love, that red is your favorite color. That red represents that you're not secure, you don't feel safe, you're not protected, you have issues with financially, you have issues with where you live, you have issues with relationships. That's what your red represents, okay? That's why you love red. It's not because it's cute, it's not because it's pretty, it's because you have issues in those areas. So when red reflecting you, my favorite color, that means you're not secure.
But if I said what you just said doesn't reflect my life at all, I'm not in that even situation.
So okay, but it's how were you raised? Were you raised
in a very wealthy home?
In a very wealthy home. So when it comes to money,
yeah, I don't have an issue.
Okay, so when it comes to money, relationships,
I'm good.
You good in relationships. But I thought black men don't like you.
I think Africa is as an African man for me is my culture thing. I don't think all black men. I'm not.
Okay, so you don't feel so you feel safe and secure.
Yeah.
Completely safe and secure.
Yeah, I'm very confident in my body. Yeah, I'm okay. Everything.
Good. So
spiritually, I'm close to God. Do my meditation. Good.
Okay, so what happens when the word of God comes to us, right? It goes from the root chakra up. Okay, whichever chakra is blocked, what happens? It comes. So when it comes to a chakra that's blocked, it's perceived one way. So emotions change the truth. Then it comes this way. Then it comes this way, and then it goes here. And when you speak it, is heartful, is hurtful, is messed up. You blunt, you disrespect. It's hurtful. Understand something is blocked. You have some kind of blocked chakra. So because the truth is coming up in all different forms, so it's causing you to overspeak. It's causing you to feel not understood, and because that something is blocked. So you have to find out what it is. Many times, if you was abused, disrespected, if you were hurt, if you grew up financially insecure, if you grew up in places where you didn't feel safe, you didn't feel protected, maybe a parent did this, your father left, your mother left, you. If it's those situations, a lot of times you're gonna reflect red. But you said that those things don't go to you, so I don't know why red is your favorite color. It doesn't make sense. But hey, it is what it is.
Thank you. I appreciate you. So much.
What happened?
I just think my drink now.
But oh, yeah, it's all right. I understand it, but I just want you to be aware of it. It's not a bad or a good thing. It's just you, it's just learning how to balance us out. Sometimes when your chakras are balanced, how do you stop from over explaining? You have to believe what you are speaking. You have to speak with passion. You have to speak the truth. When you speak the truth, understand when you speak the truth, you don't need extra words because the more words that you speak, understand this, the more words that you speak, you go more away from the truth. So words take you farther away from the truth. The truth don't need explanation, all the extra word. A matter of fact, you will learn that when the more somebody explain themselves, is the more that you find out that they are lying. Have you ever asked a man a question, and when he begins to explain himself, he continues, and you realize that he's lying because the longer his explanation is, the longer the lie. Do you know? Do you know that? So how so how do you stop from over explaining? Speak your truth. Speak the truth. Speak it the exact way you want to speak it, and let it be. People who are going to take it one way, they're going to take it regardless. People are going to take it however they take it. But if you don't mean to be blunt, don't be too blunt. Don't be too disrespectful. People think I'm just a blunt person. Whatever I say that you could take it. No, that's just mean.
Mm.
That's just mean. We have to speak in a form of love. We have to speak is this love that it speaks from or from fear? Do you want to hurt somebody's feelings or do you want to make somebody learn a lesson? So it's all about when the universe or God speak to us, understand we must speak in a way that our emotions are not blocked. So because if we take what God tells us in an emotional way, when we speak it, we speak these things when it comes to all this. We begin to argue with people. We say blanket statements that make people want to answer you back, and you want to argue. Understand, the more when God speaks to you, the less emotion that you deal with is the better you speak. When you are emotional, you can't speak the truth. You speak your emotions, you speak how you feel. And then when you speak how you feel, you never know who understands you. So you question, am I overextending myself? Because you are speaking your feelings, not the truth. It's two different things. You can speak how you feel or speak the truth. How you feel is not the truth. That's just how you perceive the truth. So if you perceive the truth in a way, it feels this way, and that word is coming from your feelings. And your feelings can't be described. Your feelings are filtered, so it's not making sense. So that's why you never know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you get me? I have to over explain myself because you're speaking from a feeling. You have to be careful.
Mm. Yeah, that part reflects me because like I speak like I'm a very emotional person. Like even if like I go to a funeral, I don't know anybody that has to cry. Like I'm like that.
It's not a bad thing.
So like I'm very emotional. Like even if somebody's telling me their story, like I literally take it like I'm in the one in that situation. So like I start speaking like I'm the one in that situation. So I just need to get better at differentiating, standing up because like when I'm upset and I want to say something, I don't really say what I want to say. I just start crying. Then I'll calm down, then I'll come back and like, yeah, this is what you did, plan A, this is what you did, B, I didn't like it. This is what you did, C, that I don't like it. That's how, yeah.
It's all right. Listen, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you coming up. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Be blessed.
All right.
All right. So I'm back. All right, Chevy. You have a beautiful night. Rest well. I see you, Lynette. I see you. I see you. Um, it's being received as numbers are dropping. Oh, it's okay. Numbers, tiny goal. The numbers can drop. Sometimes it's all right. Things happen and things are allowed to happen. It's okay. It's not the numbers that motivates me. You know, it's helping people individually too. Because I think many of us are confused about certain things in our life. We have all these colors that we reflect. Like somebody asks the color white. The color white is not a color. The white is an absence of color. White is not a color. White um is the absence of color. So the color white don't really speak about your personality. Because many of us we have these colors that we are drawn to, and we are not aware of what is speaking to us. We think that is our favorite colors. So many of us don't know what's going on. Um, yes, yeah, yes, Fatima. Like green. Green is a color that reflects you from your heart. Green is, reflects your heart, right? And a lot of times when because you notice that when you having those breakups, when you having those disappointments, if you pay attention, when you having those breakups or disappointments, or when you're having those experience when somebody leave you and somebody divorce you or somebody break up with you, you're gonna start to notice green. And green becomes a very strong color, and that green is your heart, especially when you have blockage from love and trust and peace. Green begins to take over. So we got to be aware of green. A lot of times we reflect green when our heart is broken, or when we are indulging in love fully. When we are in the frequency of love, green shines bright like a diamond. You reflect, you just love green, the trees and everything else. So green, we have to make sure. Red, let's start with red. Let's go over the colors real quick. Let's go over some of these colors. When we have favorite colors, that's red. We have to understand, and it's not always a bad thing. Colors don't mean bad. Colors just mean sometimes we gotta pay attention to what is. No, green is not a heartbreak color. Green is your heart. Green is just love. So let's start with red. When a lot of times when we reflect red, the color red, we are reflecting security. Okay, we are reflecting security, right? Whether it is financially, whether it's where you're going to live, what you're going to eat, your security needs. How secure do you feel? Let me close this box real quick. How secure, insecure do you feel? Do you have enough money? Have you lost your job? Do you worry about where you're going to live? Your relationship, where am I in a relationship? Am I just, did I just experience a breakup? Did my life change? Is my security threatened? The way how I live my life? So red gonna just represent those things. Understand also red, when it's off, you're gonna experience some lower back pain, some knee pains. You might be hitting your knees all over the place. Oh, thank you for the gifts. You might be hitting your ankle, or your lower back is just extremely bad. Then you're gonna develop all this kind of disease where you have that pain all over your body. I don't know what those things are called. All those pain all over your body and anxiety and depression, that's the red speaking. So if you are drawn to red and that's what you are experiencing, you might want to pay attention to that what might be going on. Or sometimes you could just love red because you are a very secure person. Everything is going well. All your needs are met. All your needs are provided. You don't have you don't have any drama in your life. Red might vibrate too. So it's not just a bad thing. It's just the color that you relate to. Then the second color is orange. I don't know what fuchsia is. I don't listen. I'm a man. I don't know what fuchsia is. I don't know what those other colors is. I don't know what fuchsia. All those colors. I have no idea what those colors are. I know the basic rainbow colors. If it's not a rainbow color, I don't know what it is. Fuchsia and what's that purple off purple color that you all be saying is what is it called? Off purple color? That lavender. I don't know what those things are. But so let's go up to the orange. When your color is orange, a lot of times nobody likes orange much, but orange represents your sacral chakra. lilac. I don't know what lilac is. I have no idea what lilac is. Um, so orange represents your sacral chakra. That is your sexual experiences. That is your pleasure. Commissioner Pink and okay, okay, Lynette. That is that's a part of your experience with sexual experiences. That's your emotions. So a lot of people who are very extremely emotional, a lot of times you will, that sacral chakra is overactive. All these emotions, all this, you just emotional. You just, oh my God. Sometimes you feel lonely, you're always disconnected. That's your orange that's out. And a lot of time when you go to trauma, such as sexual trauma, physical trauma, and those things, your sacral chakra goes out. So when that goes out, you might experience a bunch of pains. You might experience issues with your ovaries. You might experience infertility. You might experience trouble in cyst, and your period might be very extremely strong, and your bleeding might be just long days of bleeding, just trauma in that area where it's surround is right below your navel. That's where that is located. So a lot of women experience this, the sacral chakra. Those are the ones who a lot of times have those hysterectomy. I'm not saying everybody who had a hysterectomy, stuff is out. Hold on, let me close this real quick because I don't even know how to do this anymore. Shoot, how do I close this box? Oh my lord. I guess So yeah, so many people who actually going through that issue with the sacral chakra being sexually abused, physically abused, those areas. So you feel lonely, disconnected. You feel like you're the only one that's living, though, that God don't hear your prayers and all them stuff. So that's your sacral chakra, your hip pains and all them stuff. Then the third one is your yellow, which is your solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus chakra. That means, thank you, Dora. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you for the blessing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That orange spoke to you, huh? That yellow represents your solar plexus chakra, where you are empowered. Okay, where you feel you lack self confidence, your self esteem is low. You probably have ADHD. You probably have bad stomach ulcers. You probably can't focus. You can't concentrate. You lack the ability to digest food. Your digestive system is messed up. Um, you probably don't feel like you don't feel empowered. You hate the color yellow, or maybe you love the color yellow. You probably love bananas, and you are drawn to bananas and pineapples, the yellow foods. You see yellow first. So uh, when that one is out, understand you're gonna feel weaker. You're gonna feel always tired, always drained. You're gonna feel like I said, stomach issues with orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple, are the colors. Yes, Chris, thank you. um, so that's what you're gonna experience. Stomach pains, you can't digest food, you always have them heartburns when you eat. A lot of times because your stuff is out. Okay, you'll sort of like that. I don't feel confident anymore. I feel I'm depressed. I don't feel good. I don't like myself. I hate myself. I don't know myself. That's the yellow. Okay, insecurity. Then you go up to the green, your heart chakra. A lot of times you are still there. You are gonna get quiet. How can we heal the chakra? Hold on. The green. So the green is your heart, right? Your heart. You all still here? You all didn't comment no more. You all left the building. So the green. A lot of times when you have experience of breakup or disappointment, or are you still here, right? Um, disappointment. Somebody cheated. Somebody lied. Somebody ghosted you. Somebody have left you. You have divorced, and green is a color that's just, what I'm saying, just green, just you just love green. You like being in the woods. You see the green plants. You just are drawn to the trees, to the plants, to the grass. Green just intrigues you. You like nature. Because your heart needs that energy to heal it. So that's why. So the reason why we are drawn to these colors is because those areas need that color from those energy. Because colors are just energies. That's all colors are. Colors is energy. So when something reflects a color, the subconscious mind connects to it, and it connects to it and say, "Ooh, I love that color." Oh, that color looks interesting. Oh, because the energy from the color is what you need. Okay. Even when you hate the color, why do you hate the color? The color never did anything to you. It never hurt your feelings. It never disrespected you. The color never abused you. It never touched you. So we have to understand. You just don't hate colors. So when you hate a color, that's a sign something is up. Something is repelling you. Something is pushing you back. Something is just so that green says I need to trust. So many times when people love green, I don't trust people. I don't love people easily. I have no empathy. Compassion is struggling. I'm not feeling connected to people. People break my heart easily. I'm always heartbreaking. I'm always this. I'm always that. So it's all about the heart. When that's out, you're gonna have that upper back pain all the time. Your shoulders, your the wrong here is gonna hurt. Your upper back is gonna be painful. You're gonna have issues breathing. You're gonna have issues with your sternum. You're gonna have issues with your high blood pressure or your low blood pressure. All those things when your heart chakra is out. Some of you have high blood pressure and don't even know something is not wrong with you per se, but your heart chakra is messed up. Does that make sense? Who has high blood pressure in here? Anybody here have extremely high blood pressure and you don't understand why? You don't eat messed up. You don't eat oversalted food. Yeah. I don't like white. I don't know why you don't like white. White is not a color. So I'm not sure. Thank you, Carlina. That was kind of you too. Bless you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You are blessing me tonight. You are blessing me tonight. Thank you so much. So that's but what did I say? The green? So that's the green. So we gotta be aware. We gotta understand that is the green. So your blood pressure. A lot of us have blood pressure in ways, and we have that. Our heart, what was that word called when your heart skipping beats and you have that breast cancer or the chest this and this and your palpitation. I don't know what those words are. Thank you so much. You like my blue shirt? So blue. So let's go back up to the blue. So somebody said, I like your blue shirt. So blue represents your yes, that word right there, Joe. Yeah, that word. Yeah, that word. Thank you, JT. Thank you so much. So now from the blue, yes, stylist. So from the green, we go to the blue. This is my throat chakra, right? So your throat chakra is how you express yourself, your expression chakra. I'm getting to the colors. You ain't got to call the colors out. I'm getting to each color. Don't worry. I speak in every single color now. So don't worry. You ain't got to ask which color. I'm getting to the colors. Chill out. Wait. Hold on. Have some patience. So when it comes to the blue, it's your way of expressing yourself. Now here's the thing. Has anybody ever been in a relationship? Thank you, Carlina. Have anybody ever been in relationships where you couldn't speak your truth, where you was afraid to speak what you wanted to speak because you're afraid that they was going to leave you? Anyone? So you stuck not speaking. You stuck not saying what you wanted to say because you were afraid of being judged or misunderstood. And then you started. And has anybody experienced a weight gain from that? If you have experienced that, have you experienced a weight gain too? Have you noticed that sometimes when you don't speak your truth, when your throat chakra goes out, a lot of times you start to have issues with your thyroid issues, or one of those hormones in that area. Some of us develop thyroid issues from not speaking our truth, from being in unhealthy relationship where you can't speak how you want to speak. Do you notice that? Do you notice that you start to gain weight? Because whatever goes in your mouth goes down your throat. And if your stuff is blocked, you're gonna gain weight regardless of what goes in there. Then lost a lot of weight after I started speaking my yeah, Chris. I mean, for real. This is real. A lot of women, when you're in an unhealthy relationship, you're gonna experience your throat chakra goes up because you can't speak the truth. And when you can't speak the truth, you swallow the lies. And when you swallow a lie, it messes up your digestive system. It messes up your neck, your throat. It makes you gain weight. I'm telling you, you have to be aware. Or being silent, yeah. So you're gonna always suffer. So look for the color blue. So your whole body is off. It's not funny, but it's real. To be honest, a lot of my clients, their entire system is off. And I think that's why they contact me. I've lost 265 pounds when I divorced. Wow, that's deep. That's a lot. But if you are in a healthy relationship, you got to understand when your throat chakra is out, man, listen, you're gonna always feel, you're gonna always feel not understood. You're gonna feel like nobody understands you. You're gonna ask questions. Have anybody find themselves asking questions all the time? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, do you understand? I mean, do you really understand? Do you get me? Does anybody find themselves asking those questions? Anybody? Anybody? What I went through? I hear you. I'm booking a session with Carolina. Yeah. A lot of times when you are being abused, hey Tamara, when you come from those situations, you feel so you feel like nobody understands what you were saying. Nobody ever understand what you were saying. So you feel so you gotta over explain yourself. That's your blue. You gotta be careful with the blue. Speak with confidence now. Yeah, Elijah, you gotta. So when you speak, you gotta. How you get that back into balance? You know, when I had to learn how to not lie. Let me tell you about something, right? This is not funny. But thank you, Norma. I remember when I first learned if I wanted to balance my throat chakra, I have to stop lying. So it will never be balanced because I lied every day for it. I had so many women. Listen, I'm not even being with you. But this is years and years ago. I had to lie my entire life. That's why my stuff being out. You know how long it took me? This was my hardest one. Christopher, this was my hardest one to get. I went through hell to get my throat chakra to be balanced. I went through hell because lying is hard to stop, ain't it? Then I realized, hold on. If I don't want, yeah, overactive, right, sir? If I don't want to lie that much, let me stop doing stupid things that I have to lie about. You know, some things make sense. So I'm like, wait, hold on. If I don't want to lie, maybe I shouldn't do stupid things to lie about. To lie. I begin to stop doing stupid things. It took me a long time. But if you don't want to lie, stop doing stupid things that you don't want to explain or you don't want to lie about. And after a while, your throat chakra begin to, because now I tell the truth. Mama, let's work. There's work. I will. I said, I sure will. That's what, that harsh reality slap. Hell yeah. So it's really beautiful when you can speak your truth. Because when you speak your truth, man, when you speak your truth, that stuff begin to balance by itself. It begin to balance by itself. Because now when you because the thing is, God always speak to us. We call it God, the universe, the higher self, whatever you spirit, energy, whatever it is, your ancestors. I don't know what you call it. I don't care what you call it. I don't care what you believe in. Whatever you believe in, take that. Even when you don't have, yeah. And when we are being spoken, when I was going through that time of my awakening stage, it took me so long at this level. And let me tell you this. But the most beautiful things happened when this was balancing. I don't know if anybody here has went through an awakening stage, a spiritual awakening. I've seen people elevate and speak to one's world. Yeah, I'm telling you, for real. Hey, Sunflower, you're right. Yeah, and when I was when I was going through my first awakening, um, the thing is, I couldn't sleep. And why I couldn't sleep is that every night when I lay down, somebody was ministering to me. Somebody I just kept seeing every night somebody was with a book ministering to me every single night. And I woke up, but I woke up with so much knowledge and I began to speak my knowledge. And no matter how I feel about it, no matter if I did it, no matter if maybe I was still doing it, maybe I was still into it, maybe I stopped doing it, maybe I just stopped doing it. But when I spoke, my emotions didn't stop me from speaking. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel guilty. I didn't feel ashamed. I had to speak it like how it was given. And because I began to, somebody just keep, every night I couldn't sleep because all night I was being read to, all night, every day. And I never understood. I'm like, what is it? What is this? Do you feel that's where you are? I'm telling you, but it was the creepiest one too, because actually my creepiest one was my third eye chakra. That's when I started seeing things and I didn't like it. So, but anyway, that's the blue. That's the blue. After the blue passes up is your third eye chakra. That's when that's the purple that people asking. So that's the purple. Yeah. Colin. So when the purple was had me tripping. Some of the little cookie. It do. It does, don't it? Yeah. So the purple is your connection chakra. That's your connection. That is you being connected to everything. That's you being able to connect to all life. A lot of times, people favorite colors. Does anybody have favorite colors which is purple? Anybody? If your favorite color is purple, go ahead and give me your hand. Or you got purple stylist? You all don't have broken hearted. You all don't have broken heart. You all have an awakened mind. Pink. Steph, you with purple? If your favorite color is purple, hey Shanika, okay. Look and see. Did you grow up with both parents? Did you grow up with your daddy? Did he leave you? Did you the one with purple? Did your daddy leave you? Did you grow up in a place where your father was not present and you have issues connecting to men or women? No. A lot of times, people who have favorite colors of purple, a lot of times, they have issues connecting to people, connecting with relationship, their partners. Nobody, they are by themselves. Nobody understands them either, and they don't understand people. It's very hard to connect to people. And when you have an issue, when you purple represents that psychic ability. You have the ability to be psychic, clairvoyance, and all them stuff. All right. Purple represents understand, and a lot of times when your purple stuff is off, you're gonna experience a lot of headaches all the damn time, sinus issues. You might be able to see images and hear things that don't exist. You might be able to hear voices from out the blue. You're hearing things. Thank you, Nicole. Out the blue, you hearing things that nobody else hear. You hearing people call your name. You hearing right? Are you hearing things clearly? When hey, did you hear that? Nope. Damn. You seeing things that at nighttime you can't sleep. You having dreams. Some of you, with your favorite color is purple. You have dreams, don't you? Your dreams are very strong. You can dream things and it happened the next day. That's your purple. So it's not that you have favorite colors, but if it's blocked now, a lot of times you have some strong headaches. You have sinuses. Okay. Does anybody whose favorite color is purple has issues with their sinuses? Yeah. Issues right here. You're draining. You always nose. You always nasal. You you ever heard of them people? I always have issues up here. I always have headaches. Oh, I have sinuses. Oh, I got migraines. Understand? A lot of times you got to look at them. Listen, a lot of you have blocked chakras and you don't know. Chakras are effed up. You don't even understand what's going on with you. You go and see doctors. You go into the doctors every single year and nothing helps because you know why? The problem is not seen. The problem is you are blocked. You can't stop people making those noises. Yeah, style is for real. So we have to be aware of those things. A lot of times, listen, if you can't balance your chakras, you can actually balance your life. All these issues that we have, a lot of us have blocked chakras. So we just have to be aware. Feel isolated, connecting to myself. Yeah, that purple is that connection, man. You feel disconnected from the whole universe. You feel like God don't hear your prayers. You feel so disconnected. What does it mean when I have a vivid dream of someone miles away that I'm attracted to? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That could mean anything too. That could be a subconscious mind talking that because listen, a lot of times, when somebody shows up in your dreams, a lot of times they're thinking about you. It's not the other way around. It's not because you were thinking about them. No, that could happen too. But a lot of times, if I want to show up in your dream, I can think about you and project myself in your dream. Do you all know this? I can actually show up in your dream without your permission, because many of us are open. Many of us are wide open for those things. Blue is your throat chakra. Blue is your truth, your expression, your self-expression chakra. The way how you express yourself with words or actions or belief system is all about how you it's a postnasal. Yeah. How does one correct the high blood pressure? It's, so it's different. If your high blood pressure is coming from because your heart is messed up, it's different. I don't want to give you the wrong information. I'm saying a lot of times when your heart chakra is messed up, your blood pressure is a sign that it is messed up, your blood pressure. All right. So if you want your blood pressure, a lot of times, this is not fixing everyone or everything, because some of you actually have real issues. But I'm talking about for the ones whose heart was broken. And to be honest, I read some comments about people's hearts saying that they have broken hearts. Nobody has a broken heart. Your heart is broken perfectly fine. Shine, you mean what if they have passed on? If they have what you mean? Like as far as what? If they have passed on, how? Like if who have passed on? You connect pretty well with good people. There's no such thing as good people. Everybody is people. There's no good or bad people. That's your judgment speaking. Understand? There's no good or bad people. We let's not use those words. There's no good or bad people. There are people that you, that you agree with and people that you disagree with. But just because you disagree with them doesn't mean that they are bad. That someone doesn't have dreams. Is it possible that someone doesn't? I don't understand the question. You ready for a twin flame, huh? Oh, when they come to you in your dream, shine. People don't really pass on. People transition, but energy never dies. So when somebody comes to you in your dream, it's not you know. So listen, when we see somebody in a grave, we see their bodies go to the grave, but we don't see their spirit. We don't know where their spirit is. Hey Tima, how you doing? So a lot of us are afraid of death, and it's not death that we see. We see somebody's body go in a grave. So when somebody has transitioned, where do you think they go? Where do you think they are? You know. And the reason why I came to this conclusion is because I remember the first time I astral projected, and I know some of us don't believe in those things, and that's perfectly fine. In the wrong with not believing in it. As a matter of fact, don't believe in everything that you hear. Some things they aim for you. I'm just saying. So it's not a bad thing to not believe in it. I'm just talking about my experience. Whether you believe in it or not, I have an experience of it. The first time I astral projected, I seen my body. My body was right there, but I was in the same room. I was just in a different dimension. Do you get it? I was in a so when I astral projected, when I got out of my body intentionally, when I rose up, when I looked back, my body was right there, but yet I was in the same room because I was so it was such a beautiful thing to me. It was such a different thing to me. It was different. So when I left my body, I was in it, and I don't listen. Don't get annoyed with what I'm saying right now, just because you are a believer in something. religion. That I'm just speaking. You don't have to get offended by what I'm saying if you don't agree with me or not. I don't do that debate on religion and stuff. I don't do those things. So please don't. I don't even talk spirituality in my lives because I don't like separation. I hate separation. So I don't speak on these things much. Yet I have so much information on it. I just don't speak on it much because people getting triggered. I don't know why you're getting triggered. Your belief, if you stay with it, it is yours. You're not gonna change it just because what I'm saying. Okay. But since I was in the same room looking at my body, but I was in the same space, but my body was how I looked was different because I looked. I was intrigued by it. I think it was a very interesting moment when I saw my body. I'm like, oh, but the thing is, I was in the same room. It was just in a different dimension. I couldn't be seen if somebody walked in the room. I couldn't be seen, but I can see them. So when we talk about people who have passed on, where do you think they are? They are still around. The energy is still around, lingering, going and seeking that next baby to transition in, or that next person uh to penetrate. I don't know if that's a good word or a bad word, but they are still around. So when somebody comes to you in your dream, understand the easiest way to deal with you and to speak to you is through your dream, because in your dream, your conscious mind is shut off. Thank you, Nicole. Give me 1 second, Nicole. Your conscious mind is shut off. Your subconscious mind is overly active. And that's where you are easily influenced by dreams. So I can come to you in your dream very easily. It's very simple. It's just that you overthink it, so you think that is hard. But to come to you in your dreams to send you a message, that's what some beings use, because when you are awake, your mind is always busy. You're always thinking, you're always overthinking. So you are not aware of who's coming to you, so you don't hear nothing. In your sleep is easier. So it is possible. What about drinking to avoid feelings? What about drinking to drinking to avoid feelings is gonna be your so Nicole, um were you ever I'm gonna ask you a personal question if you don't mind. I don't want you to be triggered by my question because I ask questions, but I don't find them personal or not. I just find them questions. Were you ever were you ever sexually abused? I experienced different things, but I have never had that out of body experience. Yeah, it's beautiful to experience. I just don't really do it anymore because I like here. I love this experience of this physical 3-dimensional world. People, I want to leave from this earth. For what? Where you going? Where you think you're going when you leave here? I don't know. Where you think is better? um, a lot of times, so drinking to avoid feelings is a very dangerous thing. When you drink to avoid feelings, the feelings ain't going nowhere and you're not dealing with them. Alcohol is one of the worst things to use. Alcohol is one of the worst things to do. Yes, so as a child you were. So when you are in that state, when you are in that phase, and that's why I ask you, when you are in that phase to drinking to avoid feelings, it's because your feelings are out of your control, right? And drinking is another form of your sacral chakra. It's in a form of addiction. So one of the things that you're gonna experience when your sacral chakra, especially when you was abused sexually as a child, your sacral chakra goes out. It goes off balance. All right. So and then your sacral chakra, it is known as your seat of your emotions. Your seat of your emotions. That means emotionally you're wrecked. All your emotions are sitting right in your damn sacral chakra. All your emotions, that anger, that fear, and all them stuff. So your seat of your emotions is the same place, is the same chakra that got traumatized when you were sexually abused. Now, addiction is another form of or another sign that your sacral chakra is off balance, because it's easy to get addicted. That's why your sacral, yes, is where your trauma is stored too. So alcohol is another sign that your addiction, so it forms addiction very easily. And you know what though, um Ty, many of us, all our chakras are messed up. It's not just you. About 99% of us, our chakras are off a line, to be honest, because many people don't know about it. Many people don't know about chakras because it's not preached about. It's not mentioned in the church. A matter of fact, you might even heard those things are devilish. Have you ever heard it before? It's demonic. Somebody's asking Ty if you were open to hey Tamara, why don't you come on Tamara, why don't you come on my YouTube? But people might be saying, it's demonic and it's this and it's that, but it's not. It's what you is what you are. Yeah, see, it hurt, but it's just who you are. If I can tell you exactly if I can tell you, if I can tell you, based on certain chakras, what is happening to you, how is it? How is that demonic? It's just another form of knowledge or another form of finding out what's wrong with you. I can tell you exactly what's wrong with you if you tell me what's going on. I'm not a doctor, but we are so connected, right? We are so connected. We are completely connected to energy. All we are is energy. So when something is off, when energy is just, many of us, we are not taught this, so we don't know. We walk around with back pains all day. We walk around, um, yeah, we walk around with high blood pressure and we walk around with hip pains, and we think that we should, it's okay. It's what I have, but it's not what you're supposed to have. It's not normal to be in pain. It's just popular. Everybody's in pain, so we think it's normal. It's not normal to stay in pain. If a lot of time, if you heal those chakras, you will heal your body. Okay, Tamara, is Ty Nicole was asking. But if you heal your chakras, a lot of times you will walk around. Please make your YouTube about all of this. You know, you know what? I was when I post these videos, I don't. People don't watch these videos. People don't watch my spiritual videos on social media. People watch my stuff about relationships. People don't get involved. People don't really watch my videos when it comes to spiritual and healing. People want to know about what he's doing, how he is when he don't like you, what he wants when he says this, what he means, what if he cheats, and what if that's all people want to hear. So that's why I don't speak on these things on my videos, because nobody wants to hear them. And it's sad because this is what I speak about. I don't really like speaking about relationship. It's not a I'm not really a relationship man. I like speaking about energy. And energy is all about how we relate to everything. How we relate to food, how we relate to humans, how we relate in intimacy, how we relate to ourselves and higher power. I speak energy. But everybody want to speak relationship. So that's why I don't really go into these things, because people get triggered, and you know what I'm saying? They would attract better. Yeah, exactly, Carlina. If they heal themselves, they attract better. When they are fully aligned, you have awakened your spot. Yes, ma'am. Yes, 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 facts. My neighbors feel it's demonic, so I have to hide my yoga books. No, hey, listen. Sometimes you have to allow people to be triggered. You hear me? You have to allow people to be triggered. Just because somebody is triggered doesn't mean that you stop. But what's your question, King? Ask again. King Adobe Go. Ask again. I didn't see your question. And sometimes your questions don't come up because TikTok be blocking those words, certain words. So sometimes they don't come up. But yeah, man, listen. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. You make us here. Hey, ask the question again, man. But listen, we gotta be open, man. We gotta be open. There's a lot of things that we don't know, and there's a lot of things that brings us fear, especially with these things about chakras and healing and stuff. It looks scary because the church tell you it's demonic. People tell you it's demonic because people just want to call on the name Jesus or Allah or so God and think it solves all their problems. The truth is, it doesn't. It doesn't. You have to do what you have to do. You have to learn your body. Many of us haven't learned our bodies yet. We don't learn nothing about our bodies. So our bodies stay sick, broken, sorry, terrible, and we suffer all our lives. We don't have to suffer. We have to learn what we have. This is what we, if you have this thing for 40 years and you don't know it yet, if you had this thing that's called a body for 45 years and you don't know it, what have you been doing? It is difficult to love a trauma hurt person, but I love them and I too am hurt. Listen, I read it's difficult to love a trauma hurt person, but I love them and I too am hurt. Help. It's not difficult to love anybody. It's difficult for a trauma person to love you. It's not difficult for you to love them. Love is what you are. When you are loved, that's what you do. No matter if the person is short, tall, skinny, fat, sick, healthy, love is about you. So it's not difficult to love anybody. It's difficult for the person who is suffering to actually experience love because that person is blocked. A lot of us are blocked. A lot of us are blocked, completely blocked. I'm picking up some energy. So, uh, you know what, Stroke? Let me bring you up next time because I'm about to close out because I'm picking up some energies and my stomach is starting to feel a little pain, the discomfort. So let me get over here. Um, oh, sure. I thought you was at work, Sugar. I thought you was at work. Let me bring you up another time, because I'm not. I'm starting to feel a little. Uh, somebody sent some things. Somebody's open. Somebody's yeah. So listen, thank you all for joining me, and thank you all for talking, and thank you all for being up here. Thank you all for your company, and thank you all for conversing and you know being open and for your time. My energy just dropped. I don't know if y'all experience. I don't know if y'all see that yet. I'm stuttering. So that's when you know that you are done. So listen, I don't know what it is. So let me get off of here. Be good. Y'all be have boy, I can't even talk. Y'all, I'm out. I'm done.